we've loaded up our website with the stories, pics, video, podcast, commentary, and more. The kind of stuff you love.
Hey, it takes a lot of time to post all this junk.
And you'll love every bit of it.
Very well. Or at least most of it.
It appears that the website has become alive.
Hit it now.
It's on the internet.
1580thefanatic.com.
Did you get all the stimulus money for you and your family? Do you have children and didn't know you could receive monthly child tax credit payments? You can claim your monthly child tax credit payments and missing stimulus payments, even if you don't file a traditional tax return. Visit ssa.gov/EIP to learn how you can apply online. Get the money your family deserves. Visit ssa.gov/EIP. Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Sponsored by SSA.
Everybody, Mark Asher, back to tell you about my friends at Valley Medical Weight Loss. I love this company. I've used them. I have friends who've used them. A ton of weight has been lost in a quick amount of time, and the right way. That's the important part. Look, they have 3 Valley locations, Tempe, Glendale, and Phoenix. So one is close to you, and they've been doing this for well over a decade. And right now, you can get your first week, $31.95, absolutely free. Just mention Money Radio or mention The Fanatic, and it is on them. 602-441-3305 or valleymedicalweightloss.com.
Your favorite radio station.
And now you're up to date on the news. Stand by for weather and traffic right after this.
It wakes you up, starts your day, and keeps you informed as well as entertained.
You guys are absolutely the best.
How do you like to work here?
At The Fanatic, we're looking for commissioned sales reps to knock on doors, set up appointments, and extol the benefits of advertising with your favorite radio station. Send your resume to jobs at 1580thefanatic.com.
When it comes to automotive repairs, where do you start? Been looking for a new home? Should you rent or buy? If you're looking for the latest trends in the automotive industry or real estate, look no further than the Drive Friendly Radio Show. Hosted by Steve, with over 40 years in the automotive industry, and Felicia, who's well established in the real estate market, you can get great advice and insight you can trust. You'll be smarter for listening, and maybe you'll have a little fun, too. The Drive Friendly Radio Show, Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
If you're age 62 or older and own a home, this message is for you. Reverse Rob here, Money Radio's expert on reverse mortgages. Learn how to tap the equity in your home and increase the quality of your life by earning tax-free income while protecting your other retirement assets. Join us for our free Second Saturdays webinar every month to learn more. This is not too good to be true. All you need to do is reverse your thinking. Call me today, Reverse Rob, to learn more at 602-REVERSE. That's 602-738-3773, or download my app by searching Retire Right with Reverse Rob.
KQFN Tempe.
Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM.
And K240U Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down.
Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 3 o'clock. Yes, this is the Daily Blender on your Wednesday. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. You got Keon Rose in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in the Harman Solar Studios in Scottsdale. Oh, I'm so happy. Yes, nothing is going to get me down. Oh, no. Ain't nothing going to break my stride, and you know why. You know why I am so happy.
Colts got a new quarterback.
Oh, God. See, I'm not even going to let that get me down. I'm not even going to let that get to me. I'm just so happy that the Yankees lost last night.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Even when they were, the Boston Red Sox were up 4-0 over the Yankees, I was just like, this could turn. This could turn at any moment.
Yeah.
And then when the Yankees got a couple runs under their belt, I was like, oh, come on now. Oh, no. And then everything was fine. 6-2. It's all over. And the Yankees, what has it been now? Like 12 years? 12 years for them?
I believe it's 12. Yes.
Yep.
It's a 12-year not going to the World Series streak.
Yep. And so listen, thank you. Thank you, Boston Red Sox. Thank you so much. I don't know if I'm going to continue to be supportive of the Boston Red Sox yet, because I haven't figured out exactly who I'm going to root for, but I do at least appreciate that effort. thank you so much for shutting down the Yankees, who I hate very, very much.
And it couldn't have happened by a different team, a better team than their hated rivals, the Boston Red Sox, who put them out of their misery. 6-2 final score. By the way, I love the fact that Aaron Judge got thrown out at home plate, and not by one step or two steps, but by many steps.
Like, what were you doing, man?
Jeez, the ball got to the catcher. He smoked a cigarette. He took a swig of whiskey, and then he put the tag on him. I mean, that's how far it was. And then Giancarlo Stanton to stand there and admire his single off the big green monster out there.
Oops.
Hey, way to go, Giancarlo Stanton. You're earning all of those millions.
And then
as you trot to first,
the
you
Yankees,
moron.
The Yankees play-by-play guy, John Sterling, basically called it a home run before he realized it was
It's
a
out
single.
of there. Oh, wait a second.
It is high. It is far. It is a single. And then, of course, Garrett Cole, the big time pitcher that they paid so much money to help get it done.
$300 million.
The $300 million man.
How many
goes down in flames? It's just so much stuff.
How many billions of dollars have they spent over the last 12 years to get to this point? And this year, even $300 million just to get that one extra game in your season that you lost. Well done. Well done. So that makes me happy. It's gonna be hard to dent my happiness today, although there was a moment when I'm in my office, I'm getting ready, gathering my stuff to come into the studio, and I realize, where's my pen? Where is my pen? You know, because I have this metal American Express pen.
You want?
I remember that. I can't remember who the super fan was. They brought us some little notebooks and these metal pens that say American Express on it.
I have one too.
And you got one, I got one. The other guy who used to be here is like, I don't want a pen. So I'm like, I'll take yours. So I end up with two, and I love them so much. That's my show pen. That's the pen I hold in my hand. If you're, if you've listened for a long time, you know that I got to hold a pen in my hand. I don't. It's got to be a clicky pen, even though I don't click it when I'm on air. I can't figure out what the deal is.
Mine all the time.
So it's like my good luck pin. It's my show pin, and it's been that for a couple of years now. So I'm usually very careful with that. But yesterday I made the mistake of leaving it in the studio.
Oh boy.
And I was like, oh crap, it's gone. It's gone. I don't know what I'm going to do now. So today I'm using a backup blue pin. This is one of the ones that Randy gave me for my birthday. Very nice pins, by the way.
Yep. Thank you. I knew you liked those.
But I had a gut feeling that I knew who took it out of the studio. Now, here's the thing. To be fair, I left it in the studio, so that's on me. So if it walks off to someone else, there ain't a damn thing I can do about it. You know what I mean? That's on me. I'm the dope who left it in the studio.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean I'm going to give up on it that easy. So I texted Bruce Jacobs. It's like, hey, yo, you got my pen? And he's like, yeah. I did. He's like, yeah. He's like, I do have your pen. And he's kind of laughing, and he says, yeah, I'm a pen klepto. LOL. You left it. I took it. I was like, can I have it back? And he says, of course. So yeah, he'll give it back to me. So to be nice, I'm going to give him a comparable pen, but not that one, my lucky pen. So it was very cool of him to. He could have said, he is from New York. What pen? I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. Very on brand.
Fell off the back of a truck. This is where I got mine. I don't know where you got yours. So I'm going to give him a nice pen. Part of me, though, wants to get him like a pen from the desk of AOC.
Just something that'll really chap him.
Something from.
Now, why would you want to irritate him after he's going to give his?
I can't help myself. I can't help myself, but I won't do that. No, he was very cool about it. So I'll get my lucky pen back tomorrow. I don't know if that's going to mess me up in the show today, though. I don't know if it's going to cause.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am to help you out, Jeffco. I'm going to pull out my American Express.
No, that's yours. Keep it there.
I'm going to help you out. I'm going to hold this
okay.
during the show today. So I have it in my hand. So now everything is right in the world.
It's cool.
Though, since we did see the Yankees burst into flames yesterday, that should at least be able to hold me for a day.
Oh yeah.
That's why I was bummed because I couldn't find it, and I did. I looked everywhere for it. I was like, oh, it's on me. And you probably heard me around the station going, it's on me. I was very sad about it, but now all will be right with the world. Bruce Jacobs will return the pen. Randy has a pin, so vicariously through my Randy White pin, and he's got that pin.
Yep,
all
yep.
pins. Where's your pin, Keon?
I don't have a pen.
What?
I don't have a pen.
What the hell?
Go get a pin.
Bro, you
Well,
gotta
I'll-
have a pen.
I'll get a pen during the break.
Why don't you get a pin? There's pins in the cup of my
Oh,
desk that
no.
I don't care about.
Yeah,
just
no,
take
no.
one of those.
You
Right.
need to go
I'm
get a
I'm
pen
gonna
right
be.
now.
I'm doing.
I
the
kind of
job
feel like you
now.
should go right now and get a
Yeah,
pin.
take your headphones
will-
off. You gotta
Yeah,
go
you
get
go get a
clippy
pin.
right now.
Everybody
gonna
needs
get
a pin. We have to compensate for the fact I don't have my lucky pin, Keon.
Keon.
Okay.
Go get the
What
pin.
do you want, Keon? You gotta go get a pen.
Go get the pin, Keon. Okay, he's
Oh
getting the
my
pin.
gosh.
He's going to get the pin. So how long do you think he's going to put up with this crap?
I give him 6 months.
I feel like we can get a few more months.
He has physically left the control room.
Oh, because we told him to. He
And
wasn't
he's
going
going
to.
to get a pen.
Yeah. That's all right. Anyway, so yes, I'm very happy the Yankees are out. And now I'm looking at tonight. It would be really nice to see Los Angeles also out. I don't hate Los Angeles. I'm annoyed by them. I know that there is a lot of hatred for the Dodgers here in this town, but they're taking on the St. Louis Cardinals in the National League wild card game.
Yeah.
And who's favored tonight? Isn't it the Dodgers?
I
Dodgers
believe
are
the
favored?
Dodgers are still favored. And the Dodgers are still favored by many places to win the entire thing, to win the World Series. But yeah, keep in mind, you got Max Scherzer on the hill tonight for the for Big Blue. You've got Adam Wainwright on the hill for the Redbirds. This should be a great game tonight if Wainwright is on. Now, Wainwright, 40 years old, Scherzer, 37 years old. We'll see how deep in the game these guys actually go. Here's some things for the Dodgers you need to know. Max Muncy is wearing a brace on his elbow. He's not going to have surgery. If you recall, if you were following baseball, Muncy hurt himself in the final game of the season against the San Diego Padres, jammed that elbow, and he has got a pretty severe sprain. So I don't believe he's going to be in this series at all. If they go deep, if the Dodgers advance on from here, you might see Max Muncy in the World Series, but maybe.
More importantly, let me see what pin you got there, Ken. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's good pin.
Carl's Jr. pin.
Carl's Jr.
Oh,
pin?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, good pin. Good pin choice. I thought maybe to keep in with the good luck vibe, you'd have picked the blue one because Randy's got a blue one. I've got a blue one.
Jeffrey's got a blue. You picked a Carl's Jr. pin,
Yeah.
which I believe is black.
Yeah, it's black.
Yeah.
Look at that smile. He's like, you know why. 888-368-1580. King Kittens wants to know if your pin has hemp ink. Why would it have hemp ink?
Well, he's wearing a T-shirt that says hemp on it.
It is a hemp house T-shirt.
Oh,
hemp house.
Oh,
yeah.
So should we treat you like Myles Garrett right now? I mean, not because of your guns, but for the shirt.
Just a random drug test.
Random, just
random.
We don't do that around here. No. All right. So what were we doing? Yes. Happy that I'm getting my pen back. Happy that the Yankees lost. Would be the trifecta of happy if the Dodgers lose tonight to the Cardinals. But after that happens, Randy, you're saying it's likely to go the other way. But let's just look at the landscape. So now you got the Tampa Bay versus the Boston. You got the Houston versus the Chicago.
Yeah.
You got the San Francisco versus whoever wins tonight. And is that Montreal?
Montreal.
What's the little mitt with the ball in it logo?
Those are the Milwaukee Brewers.
Oh, it's the Brewers.
Yeah.
I was thinking the Expos.
Brewers Atlanta, I believe, will be the series.
Are the Expos still playing?
No, the Expos moved to Washington. They are now the
Oh,
Nationals.
that's right. Okay. They're certainly not playing.
However, Tampa Bay has some stirring news here as of late, the last year and a half or so. Some discussions about maybe Tampa Bay splitting time between Montreal and Tampa Bay. Since Tampa
it's a really
Bay
dumb idea, so why not?
Can't seem to fill the damn Tropicana Stadium, and they've got a winning ball club there, but yet nobody cares. Mostly because it's a retirement community.
You know, my mom used to always say, in or out, because if you had the door open and you're sort of half in, half out, in or out, close the door. I think Tampa Bay, you're either in or out, close the door, go to Canada or stay in Florida, figure it out.
Well, from what I understand, and there's nothing official here, but it's common knowledge that Montreal wants a baseball team again. And they have a storied tradition there in Montreal. Of course, the Expos played at Olympic Stadium there in Montreal, and it was a rundown garbage heap. And their fans were not showing up there towards the end, and Montreal was not a good organization. However, they seem to have a different ownership group in mind, and they want to build a state-of-the-art, brand new stadium there in Montreal to host a Major League Baseball team. So that's the ongoing process. Tampa Bay may be that team.
Well, if that's the case, then, pack it up, get out of Florida, stop screwing around, stop being the half there, half. Don't be a snowbird team. That's just dumb. I hate that idea.
I agree with.
I hate it so much.
I agree with.
What are the chances that this is actually going to happen where it's a split team? Major League Baseball wouldn't do that.
Because we have Manfred, Mr.
Drunky
Drunk in the front office there.
Forgot about that guy.
Yeah, you're going to have to probably. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, but it remains to be seen. Montreal is aggressively pursuing a Major League Baseball franchise for their. Is it a Commonwealth there? What is it in Canada?
It's just a country.
No, Montreal is a. Is it a common? It's not a state.
It's Montreal's it's a city.
Yeah,
it's a city, but they call it like something else.
Province.
Province. That might be the word right there. Province. Yeah.
No, well, whatever it is a hugely bad idea. So let's go back to talking about the teams themselves.
Yeah.
All right. So you see the landscape here. You're saying that the Dodgers are more than likely going to tear through and get to the World Series game. So you're saying
that their favorite. That's not my favorite. I personally think Seattle has been, or St. Louis has been on a hot streak lately, and this should be a good game tonight. And I might see Seattle moving on and eliminating Big Blue from the picture.
Let me just remind you that yesterday you cautioned me that the Yankees have been really good and they are favored to probably win this game and go on forward. So anything can happen in the game. And like you always say, you got to play the game.
Right.
So, all right. So out of Tampa Bay, out of Boston, out of Houston, out of Chicago, who's the best over on that side? Who do you think is going to go the furthest? And please don't say Houston.
I think Tampa Bay, if I'm not mistaken, has the best record in the American League and perhaps baseball. Don't quote me on that. I have to do my research, but I think Tampa Bay has the best record overall. And this is a team that would be a return trip. A lot of veteran players that have been to the World Series last season against the Dodgers that are still on this team today, minus Max Snell and a couple of other players that are no longer there. But most of this team has World Series history and experience. The Sox, a lot of people like the Sox. They are super talented. However, there's been a lot of infighting in the team, between the team and themselves and their coach, Tony La Russa, who can't stay out of the wine bottle. And then you've got Houston, and you've got Dusty Baker at the helm of this team. With all the controversy and all the yelling and screaming and the teasing and taunting from Major League Baseball, but Houston is a pretty damn good team. If I had to take my pick right now, I'm going Tampa Bay and Houston in the ALCS.
All right, and well, who do you see winning that one there?
I would probably have to go with Tampa Bay. I think they have a deeper team. I think they have a better team. Houston, I don't think have the guns. George Springer's no longer there. Their pitching staff is a bit older, and I think Tampa Bay probably has the upper hand if that's the case.
All right. On the other side, I get the feeling that you think that either the Dodgers or St. Louis likely to run through and get to that championship game.
I think St. Louis could win this game tonight. I think St. Louis, which will be in Chavez Ravine against the Dodgers, has the advantage. However, Milwaukee has proven to be a great team. I'm not sold on Atlanta being a championship club, and I think it might come down to Milwaukee and San Francisco, believe it or not, in your NLCS.
All right. Guion, you have any thoughts on this mess?
I know that I happen to really, really be a big fan of what the Tampa Bay Rays are doing. You know, I like Randy. I just think that they're so deep. That they're so much deeper than everyone else.
So they're out there quoting Nietzsche.
I mean,
no, it means player.
Yeah. But maybe. But so like when the entire American League, I just think that they're better than everybody else coming out of that side. But I don't want to count out the combination of San Francisco or the Dodgers. I mean, those two teams are just loaded completely. And of course, we saw the way that they were battling all season long.
Well, what you get is LA or St. Louis surviving the night and then going into a full. It's a 7-game series, right? That they go into next, or I can't remember. Did they change that, or is it 5?
A 7-game.
It is
series.
7. So then one of those two teams has 7 games to figure it out against San Francisco. Are you still giving San Francisco the upper hand on the 7-game series?
I think the divisional series is 5.
It is 5.
Oh,
okay.
Is it 5? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, just took a peek at it.
Still, do you which one you favor on that then?
That's tough. Probably still San Francisco. If I really think about it, just because of the way that they have manhandled everybody this entire season, and it feels like they came out of nowhere. But when you look at just how consistent they've been, it's actually not that surprising.
All right, so here's what I want to see happen. I don't want the Dodgers to continue, so I'm hoping that St. Louis wins tonight. After that,
all right.
I just want the 2 best teams to make it to the World Series. You know what I'm saying? But if the Dodgers survive, then I want to make sure that they lose. So whether that we will root for San Francisco, but if that doesn't happen, then we'll root for either the Brewers or Atlanta. We'll have to chase whoever is playing against them. Right? That's kind of the strategy here.
I guess that's the strategy.
Randy, do you concur?
Are you saying root against whoever faces the Dodgers?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying? Yes.
Jeffrey's saying get the Dodgers eliminated.
Yeah.
And then once they're gone, best World Series.
Yeah, then it's just fun. It's just whoever team is playing the best, we get a good show. But if the Dodgers, who tweaked in our pool, are still around, then we're rooting for anybody and everybody to just defeat them.
It's the field against the Dodgers.
Right. Can we all agree to that strategy here for the show?
I'm with you, Jeffco.
Okay. Keon, are you in on this?
I'm in on it.
All right.
Even though it means rooting against my guy, Max Scherzer, tonight.
I didn't make you go get a blue pen, did I? No. So you can at least give me this.
Yeah, I did. I'm in.
All right.
I'm in.
Thank you. That's all I asked. All right. We have a load of text sitting on the text line. We'll get back to those as soon as we come back. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's Action Update on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic. Simple Green is perfect for making your auto, RV, cycling, boating, and other sporting equipment look like new. SimpleGreen.com.
NBA preseason basketball tonight. The Phoenix Suns matched up against the Los Angeles Lakers. Suns are a slight favorite as they are considered a 1-point favorite. They are paying out at -115 on the money line. Lakers pay out at -105. The over-under at 218.5. Some of the other NBA preseason games tonight. The Spurs are 2.5-point favorites as they're matched up against the Detroit Pistons. The Dallas Mavericks 5-point favorites as they take on the Jazz. The Golden State Warriors 3.5-point favorites against the Nuggets, and the Clippers 2.5-point favorites against the Kings. For the latest odds all the time, visit vsin.com. I'm Matt Pauley. This has been your Action Update on The Fanatic.
What's up? This is Riley. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Chicken Club sandwich is the Applewood bacon. It's savory and then it's also kind of sweet. And I think the combination of bacon with chicken and Colby Jack cheese, it just really knocks it out of the park.
Hey, I'm Tanea. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Chicken Club sandwich is the chicken. It's so juicy. It's grilled to perfection. I'm going to devour this sandwich.
Order the Grilled Chicken Club sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Still looking for that one special voice that makes you fall in love with podcasts? The one is out there and free on Spotify. With over 2 million shows and today's most talked about podcasts, Spotify is the best place to find that one special show that makes you laugh, keeps you interested, and keeps you listening for more. Whatever you're into, get way more into it with a podcast. Find the one you've been listening for right now, free on Spotify.
This is Dale Hellestray from my friends at Constructors Bonding. If you need bonds, you can put your trust in Arizona's industry leader for the best service, rates, terms, and capacity anywhere. Constructors Bonding is the #1 writer with 14 sureties and will improve your bond program. Call Dave McKee today to learn how Constructors Bonding will perform for you. 602-432-5929. That's 602-432-5929 or visit cbialliance.com.
AZ Preps 365 is your headquarters for all things high school sports in Arizona.
Brett Quintine, James Mello, and Jose Garcia
keep you up to speed with all the action, highlights, interviews, and insider information for the prep sports scene.
You need to tune in
to AZ Preps 365 every Saturday morning from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on your new home for sports, 1580 and 99.3.
The Fanatic.
And always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
Hey guys, it's Stephen McCollum from the main event here on 1580 The Fanatic. Coming up on Thursday at 1 p.m., Major League Baseball National League wildcard is Wednesday night. Who gets to face the Giants and who went home? Let's look forward and predict the first round of the Major League Baseball playoffs. NFL injury updates, and we take a look at the Thursday night football game that will affect the NFC West, Rams versus Seahawks. So join me, Stephen McCollum, on the main event, Thursday, 1 p.m. on 1580, 99.3 FM, The Fanatic.
College game on. Get ready for the fight songs. Get ready for the traditions. Get ready for the rivalries. It's college football.
He's gone. There he goes. Through the line. He'll take it to the house, 90 yards.
And we've got the games you want to hear.
Wide open, and the tight end will walk to the end zone. College football lives on 1580 and 99.3. The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports.
It's a Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports. Nothing going on tonight, but tomorrow night, got Rams Seahawks, 5 p.m. here on 1580, The Fanatic. Then on Friday night, you got the race set up with Randy White at 6, and then the AIA High School Football Game of the Week, Mesa Mountain View versus Red Mountain. Go Toros. I don't remember who the mascot is for Red Mountain. And yeah, okay, I don't care. Because when I was a kid at Mountain View, they basically split the entire class at Mountain View, my last year, because they built this new school called Red Mountain High School down the road. And so like, we need kids for it. And I'm like, I'll pass. Just going to stay right here. Everybody else go. And so, yeah, I don't know what the Red Mountain mascot is. Don't care. Go Toros. 888-368-1580. Let's catch up on the text line. Fish Tank says, last night was perfect. Sox win. Rizzo still hit a bomb, so I can be happy for that dude since it didn't ruin the game. And I won $40. Oh, where did you bet that, by the way? Yeah, now that betting is legal, if I'm going to get into some of this online betting for fun, what's the best app? What do you think is the best app?
This is what I was thinking about this today, Jeffrey, as I was pondering life. You know, I do that between,
on the toilet.
Right. About 9:15 to 10:15 every day. I ponder life on the throne.
Sure, that's pretty regular.
I was thinking about this now. If we are so involved in this sports betting, I'm thinking perhaps Radio Ron and CRC Broadcasting should set us up, each of us, all the air talent, with a betting app with like $100 thrown in there by CRC, and then we can do R&R. We research and development.
That's R&D, actually. But
is that what it is? I always heard.
Why should Radio Ron pay the freight for us to gamble?
Well, because we need to get up to speed on this whole gambling thing, and if we're expected to know this,
it's like an expense.
As a part of, see what I'm saying? Yeah, you're following me now. So Radio Ron needs to set us up with some sort of a gambling app and $100 so we can learn. That's it. So we can learn all the gambling stuff going on. We might need 500 each because, there's a lot of research here.
I do like your thinking. I don't know if you're going to get very far with that thinking, but I like your thinking. Right. Now that 15A, The Fanatic, is Arizona's sports betting station, you're right. We definitely probably need to get involved. I'd just be happy if somebody told me what a good gambling app is. Or a sports book. I know the Barstool Boys have something, and I know that there's a bunch of other ones. Which one are you using?
BetMGM.
BetMGM, and I've seen that the dude from Curb Your Enthusiasm out there pretending to be Caesar while Patton Oswalt asks some dumb questions. I guess that's the Caesar app. I don't know. All apps are legal for us here now, right?
Yes.
All betting apps. So there's how many are there out there? It's very confusing. I don't know which one I should use.
Yeah, I mean that's the issue is that there's a lot, and then maybe an app that I'm comfortable using. You might.
I have questions.
Yes.
Now, how long you been doing this?
The sports betting?
No, radio. You of course sports betting on online. How long you been doing it?
Like over the last year.
Okay. So what's the minimum amount you can bet?
On the BetMGM, I think it was $5.
So every bet has to be at least $5.
Yes.
Okay. Good to know. What's the maximum bet?
I don't know the max.
Can you set it where you don't accidentally, bet your house away? Like to prevent you from doing dumb things?
To do that? Maybe. I just haven't needed to set it.
Like parental controls?
Keon, so far you have given us absolutely no information.
I know. He's just really horrible.
Because you're asking me questions I don't know the answers to. Is there a limit? I don't know if there's a limit. Can you set it?
You came across. You said I'm like an expert at
never
doing
said
the bet.
MGM app is I don't know what I'm doing. That's all you had to say.
I never said that I was an expert, and why? It's not that I don't know what I'm doing. I just
doesn't make any sense.
Don't have to set any limits for myself because I know,
like lying and saying you saw a movie you didn't see. It's like, okay, if you didn't see the movie, we're not going to give you a hard time about it.
Well, no, it's like if you asked me to say something about a movie I did see, and you asked me about, well, who was the third grip in the credits were rolling. I didn't watch that.
I don't think a minimum bet question is as deep as who is the costume designer for Star
I
Wars?
answered your minimum bet question.
Are you sure about your answer?
I am sure about my answer.
You're sure? Okay, fine. Well, you didn't seem very sure. I'm just saying.
I was sure about that. I was not sure about the question you asked me afterwards. Can I set a limit? I don't need to set a limit because I'm naturally stingy.
Yeah. You mean cheap? Okay.
Either one. They both work.
Yeah. All right.
So I only bet with so much every now and then, and
as with most things, I'm just going to ask the super fans. 888-368-1580. Fish Tank says I use BetMGM, but I think most of my friends are all on the FanDuel. I'll say I have withdrawn $200 at this point, and they've paid me in a day or two, and that's what gives me some confidence in it. What do you mean? They paid you in a day or two? You mean after you won a bet, it took you a couple days to get your money out?
Yeah, it's usually like about 48 hours, and then
that's normal.
Yeah,
it's not give me my money now. It's like they'll give you your money when they get around to it.
There's like a review process involved in just like making sure they're not being scammed out of something. I think that's what makes it take so long.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. Garnett Army 79 says DraftKings, FanDuel, BetMGM, those are the best and have the best new user sign-up bonuses. Some bets have a max, but don't unless there's odds boost or promo involved. And he says, by the way, it's going to be Tampa Bay versus the Brewers. Dodgers are going to choke in a big old Dodger dog tonight. And he says the Yankees are out, so nothing really matters.
Yeah.
Everything matters. I'm happy again. Garnett Army also says the minimum deposit on BetMGM is $5. The minimum bet is $1.
Okay.
Well, I mean, there you go.
Keon.
We're getting more information now. Keon,
I was
obviously.
incorrect. I thought the minimum bet was $5.
I think Keon's minimum bet is $5, but the minimum bet for me is $1.
Okay.
Big
I know. I tried to place a bet and it didn't let me go lower than 5, so I thought it was 5.
Why Keon is trying to place himself as this sort of an expert.
When did I do that?
I'm getting the idea he's never even logged on to it. To be honest.
Wow. I never placed myself as an expert.
$5 and $1. There is a huge distance between those two things.
I'm talking about what the app allowed me to do. It did not allow me to go lower than $5 on the bets I tried to place.
I'm disappointed.
What do you want me?
Well, wait, did they do a credit check or something?
Oh my God.
I don't want to get in trouble. That's a fair question. Did they do a credit check on you?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
You don't have to have first month's, last month's bet covered in there?
A, no, and B, I hope not. That sounds
You're acting like these are bad questions, Keon, and I don't appreciate your snarkiness about it. These are all fair.
Well,
Randy
I
and
don't know.
think.
I'm being told that I built myself up as an expert, and
Well,
I
you
never
did.
said
Randy
that.
is my witness.
You simply asked me what app I use, and I
Clearly,
told
you were the expert. You've been on the app
Really
the
weird.
longest. You would think you could answer some just preliminary questions for
So
us.
that's the problem. Being on the app the longest does not make me an expert.
Yeah, it does.
No,
when you say you're
it
the
doesn't.
expert,
I never said I was the expert. I never said that. And Randy's cracking up over there because he knows he's killing me right
What
now.
store do I have to go to buy the app?
The Apple Store, the Google Play Store. What phone do you have?
He really wants me to say, I like the app.
Oh my God. Not the actual literal Apple Store, the App Store
No.
in your iPhone if you have an
Oh.
iPhone.
Like,
I would like your finest gambling app, please.
Can I just put it in the bag? That's fine. I'll do it later.
And an iPad too.
Mile High Guy says Bet MGM is the way to go. Jamie Foxx wears a suit, says Garnet Army 79, and white sneakers in the Bet MGM commercials. We should probably ask him. Yeah, that's a good commercial, by the way.
There's a lot of fire. in
Jamie
those ads.
Foxx running around doing all that stuff.
Mhm.
So if I use that app, will I be able to do all the things that he does? Will I be able to hit a home run and knock a guy out and,
My guess
whatever else
is
he
no.
does?
My guess is no. I
Some,
haven't.
some more
Guess.
false advertising, Randy.
what do you mean guess? You come at us with this expert stuff, and then you're like, I guess.
I was joking,
Hmm.
but okay.
This is not a joke, Keon. This is not a joke. We are Arizona's sports betting station, and I'm trying to understand some things. I don't appreciate it. I'm just asking these innocent questions, trying to learn. And I'm sure some of the super fans also are like, yes, Jeffrey, ask that question because I want to know too. So now all you're doing is trying to make all of us feel stupid. Well, it's not very nice or polite of you. And as a new guy on the show, I'm disappointed.
Who am I trying to make stupid? I think the super fans are doing an even better job of just coming in and saying, hey, these are the apps we use too. I'm not making anybody look stupid.
See that?
How?
Tell
Deflection.
Keon I'm not talking to him.
Keon, I'm sorry. Jeffrey is no longer speaking with you.
This is going to make this show very hard to do.
You think? A new texter here on the text line says, the bit I want to see from Keon is Down and Dirty with Keon Rose. Keon discusses his expert gambling takes while covering himself in mud. So he has to actually rub mud on himself like, well, I'd take the under on that. Yeah.
I'm also guaranteed to lose you like a ton of money. Don't take gambling advice from me.
I don't know who 0755 is, but I like him. Welcome to the Daily Blender there. Fubar 1000 says, oh my God, is this turning into no, it's not turning into anything. What are you talking about, Fubar 1000? He says, hiya, Blender Bros. What's up with the NFL.com week 4 recaps? Guys, they have never worked in the Premier League and they're kind of fun and cool, but ask them. It's not my thing. Fish, he's talking about, when you play the fantasy football and the next week there's like a sports story written about it. That's always kind of fun and cool to watch if you win. Not a whole lot of fun if you lose.
Yeah. This is the first time I've actually seriously
Tell
sat
me
down and
about
looked
it.
at it.
Yeah. Wait,
my first
it worked for you?
actual win.
Wait, did it work for you? You actually got a recap? Like a sports writer recap? Because I thought the Premier League one didn't work. So I have no control over that. Talk to NFL.com. Mile High Guy says, BetMGM gave me $250 in free bets just for signing up. I then won 3 NFL bets and now have real money to play with now. Wait, you can bet without real money? I don't understand how that.
Keon, why didn't you tell us that? You're the expert.
So we can make bets with fake money?
No, it's not bets with fake money, but they give you promos. Like they'll
So like house money?
Yeah, basically, like the money you were asking Ron for, essentially. BetMGM, I don't know which other apps do it, but they'll give you certain amounts of money in promos that you can just go bet. And
Ixnay on the free money. We're trying to get some money out of Radio Ron so we can do our own R&R.
You think you just blew it for everybody.
We got to use an app
Way to go,
that's better.
Keon. No,
that's
good,
better
Keon.
for.
No, that's good, Keon.
Thanks a lot, Keon.
Good job, Keon. Keon, good job.
Well, you were the one that asked the question. I didn't ask the question.
Read the room. Keon.
I
read
tried.
the room, Keon.
I tried to read the room, but then you were asking about can you bet fake money, and the money's not fake. Like, what do you want me to do?
Can you just answer the straight question? That's all I'm asking.
I answered the straight question.
Boomer Sooner says, Keon, watch out. Jeffrey's just busting your chops, trying to get you all agitated and weirded out. No, I'm just trying to get the facts. I've yet to. Other than there's a couple of good sports apps that we should try. That's all I know.
I said BetMGM, and then a number of super fans have also said BetMGM.
Somebody's getting money from BetMGM because it's all you ever talk about.
Yep.
It's the app that I use. I don't know the other
payola,
apps.
Keon?
No.
Are you taking payola from BetMGM?
Sir, that is a strong accusation.
Randy and I just need a cut. We don't care. As long as we get a little bit of something.
I wish I had something to give you. I don't.
See how he is?
Yep.
I mean,
one day.
All the times we've taken payola, Randy or myself.
Yeah.
We've shared.
Every time.
When I take payola, I'll let you know.
So you do take payola.
I knew he would. I knew he's dirty. Blissful Hay says, I can see BU changing his mind again for the third time this week. He's probably going to start Nick Foles. He has no clue what he is doing. Yeah, I like that. He came out and says, all right, everybody, Justin Fields is starter. I know I said that Andy Dalton will be the starter as soon as he's healthy, but that was before I realized he was going to get healthy. So we're changing it because I don't want to get fired before Urban Meyer.
So Andy Dalton totally screwed up.
Yeah,
BU's plan here.
I did not see that coming. Thought he was going to be out for a while. My problems would be solved. He came back. He's like, oh crap, he looks healthy. Damn it. Jeez. I don't want to get fired before Urban Meyer. Come on.
He's not going to change his mind because he didn't make that decision. Somebody with an actual brain stepped in and said, sir, the number one draft pick that we used, that we got in the first rounder, we traded up to go get this guy.
Yeah.
Play him, please.
If you say so. I don't understand. So you say so, fine.
Except they didn't say please. They just said play him.
Just Tip says, good afternoon, gentlemen. As Patrick Roy once said about Jeremy Roenick, that I now say to the haters of my Yankees, I can't hear you because I can't finish reading the sentence because it's been 12 years. Sorry, Just Tip. Sorry. It's been 12 years. Shut up.
Always go back to look how many championships we have. And
Laker
you know what?
line, Yankee line.
There are kids who are growing up right now who have never seen the Yankees win a championship.
Oh.
There's some 12-year-old child.
Yankees.
He has no idea.
They know who the Cubs are. Suck on that, Yankee fans.
There are children in the inner cities of New York that have never seen the Yankees win a world championship.
Won't you help a small child to
Donate
realize
now and help the Yankees?
a Yankees championship now? It only takes 45 cents a day. Why you're out to get these damn dogs off my porch? All right, we got to take a break. We come back. We'll straighten out the text line, move on. It's a Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Everybody, Mark Asher, back to tell you about my friends at Valley Medical Weight Loss. I love this company. I've used them. I have friends that have used them. A ton of weight has been lost in a quick amount of time, and the right way. That's the important part. Look, they have 3 Valley locations, Tempe, Glendale, and Phoenix. So one is close to you, and they've been doing this for well over a decade. And right now, you can get your first week, $31.95, absolutely free. Just mention Money Radio or mention The Fanatic, and it is on them. 602-441-3305 or valleymedicalweightloss.com.
Last summer, Arizona experienced record heat. Hottest summer in Arizona history. 145 days of 100-plus degrees, 53 days of over 110. Summer heat is starting sooner and it's lasting longer, and your power bills are more expensive every year. Take control of your power bills. Call Harmon Solar today. Harmon Solar is locally owned and operated. They use top-of-the-line equipment, and they're A-plus rated with the Better Business Bureau. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189, or go to harmonsolar.com.
When it comes to automotive repairs, where do you start? Been looking for a new home? Should you rent or buy? If you're looking for the latest trends in the automotive industry or real estate, look no further than the Drive Friendly Radio Show, hosted by Steve, with over 40 years in the automotive industry, and Felicia, who's well established in the real estate market. You can get great advice and insight you can trust. You'll be smarter for listening, and maybe you'll have a little fun too. The Drive Friendly Radio Show, Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. on 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Mortgage interest rates remain near historic lows. So whether you're wanting to lower your interest rate, take cash out to remodel your home, or pay off credit card or installment debt, now is the perfect time to refinance or purchase a home. Call David White at 480-244-6625. 480-244-6625 to review your mortgage options and to take advantage of David's 32 years of industry experience, incredible customer service, and competitive interest rates. We shop the market for the best interest rates so you don't have to. So call David at 480-244-6625. That's 480-244-6625. Call David now to discuss your mortgage options and before interest rates go up at 480-244-6625. That's 480-244-6625. Don't wait. Call today and take advantage of the low rates. David White, NMLS 322907 of AmeriFirst Financial Inc. NMLS 145368, an equal housing opportunity lender.
Think you know about meth? Think again. Today's methamphetamine is far more potent, more addictive, and more deadly than ever before. Today's meth is often laced with the deadly drug fentanyl. In fact, deaths from meth use have doubled in Arizona. What can you do? Get the facts at thenewmeth.com and know there's hope and resources for recovery. This message is sponsored by the Substance Abuse Coalition Leaders of Arizona.
1580 The Fanatic. And at 1580thefanatic.com.
Your home for sports.
Okay, well, that was weird. I just went to meth.com and realized they don't have like a checkout. They don't have a cart. They don't have a checkout. Where do you, if I'm going to buy the meth at meth.com,
I don't think that's the way it works, Jeffco.
I can't even find the prices on here. So I'm not going to ask Keon to help me with that because Keon likes to pretend like he knows how to do stuff on websites. So, I'm not going to trust him with this. All right.
Also, I've never purchased meth, so you're on your own there, pal.
Oh, so now you're judging me for trying to buy meth online during a commercial.
Yes.
This went the wrong way.
Yes, I am.
My wife does not like when I joke like that. She's like, people are gonna no, they don't think that.
No.
I don't. It's so funny because we used to make jokes in it, and I was like, "Can I be honest with you, honey? I don't even know what a crack rock looks like. If you were to walk up to me and hold it out and be like, "Ooh, Pop Rocks," and I put them in my mouth, I wouldn't even realize what they were. I am so drug free. It's not even funny. Let's see here. Roll Tide Ryan says, Randy, you might have been thinking about the Commonwealth because Canada is part of the British Commonwealth.
There it is. Commonwealth. That could be it. Thank you very much.
Thunder Snow, thank you for the heads up. Navy Brad says, here's the answer on why Tampa can't get the retired folks to see a ball game. Walkers and scooters are usually broken, and then there's no ramps. Is that a thing?
Well,
I don't know.
That makes sense. That does make sense. Daylight Drew says, yeah, anybody but the Doyers. Please pour me a Sam Adams Oktoberfest there, Randy. Please and thank you. All right. So because I didn't recognize the Brewers logo there, because I don't watch a lot of Brewers baseball, on my little sheet here, I just wanted to show you that I've got it all figured out.
Mm-hmm.
So over here, I got the Giants, and then there's LA.
Yes, I see.
And then the St. Louis Cardinals, and then the Brewers and Braves.
Yeah.
Over here, I got the Rays, used to be the Devil Rays, Red Sox.
Yeah.
And I just scratched out the Yankees because they're done.
Well, they're done.
Then there's Houston right there.
Cheaters. Yeah.
And then the White Sox.
Yeah.
But I really want to see Dodgers off my page as soon as possible. That's right there. We need a TV show. Can we just that's what we need. Keon, we get somebody to play you. But still, Randy and I deserve to be on TV.
I can portray myself just fine.
I'll let you voice actor. You know that show where the people were all that stuff and then you got the
Yeah.
computer animated version? We can
Yeah.
do that. I mean,
Yeah.
but generally we probably
We could
just
come up like with some sort of those GIF for Keon and
Yeah.
just hear his voice.
Yeah. I think we're giving him a complex. He's like, I'm the best looking guy here, you sons of bitches. Fed fan says, Keon, your betting app isn't rated very high for customer satisfaction. FanDuel Casino and betting is much higher rated than yours, Keon.
Then I may switch, but that was the one that worked the best when the gambling started in Tennessee, And so I've just kept it.
She says, more importantly, I just tried a mint chocolate chip malted ball. Tasted just like a mint chocolate chip ice cream there. My taste buds doing happy dance. Oh, I'm glad I tried something new. You always want to try something new.
Yeah.
So maybe Keon, next time try just being honest with us about your app experiences.
100% honest about my app experiences. Wow. What are we doing?
All we did was ask a simple question.
I'm being accused.
Wow, he's getting angry
by the man that tried to buy meth at meth.com during commercial break. I just
unsuccessfully. I think that counts for something.
It does not count for anything. Have you tried the Apple Store?
Do they sell apples? Oh, King of Kitten says I use the RedTube app. How's that?
That's not. Nope. That's not a. It's not
Guessing
a
that's
app.
some sort of porn spot. Yeah.
Yep. It's not a betting app.
Yep. Cheese Skulls Burner says, afternoon, gents. Down with the Yankees. Now down with the Red Sox. Down with the Dodgers. Also, Keon, you're not a peon, so stop making him chase down pins, okay?
What?
No, we just thought it'd be team building that we all have a pin.
We should all have a pen.
Except for his is black and ours are blue. So
yeah, he's nonconformist.
Could have, at least he's got a pin. I'm gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Kiss the Cook says this is a sports station, not a mud fetish hotline. If there's any station that is a mud fetish hotline, it's this one, Kiss the Cook.
You said that with a lot of pride, and I don't know how to feel about that.
Seriously,
because the mud was proposed to be put on me, so I don't know how to feel about this.
You're welcome. Kiss Cook says, what is wrong with the Montreal Olympic Stadium for baseball? Were hotel guests complaining about Expo fans watching them getting it on with the open windows or something? I doubt they were complaining.
I don't think there were hotel windows there at the stadium. I think you might be thinking of that stadium in Toronto, which is now called the Rogers Center.
Roger. Senior Wakenbeck says, what's good, fellas? Randy, good luck this week versus my Niners. Also, it ain't my fault that you have a toddler for a quarterback. Go Niners.
What did he say?
He said, yeah, you have a toddler for quarterback.
Huh.
A toddler who's probably going to be the MVP. So Garnet Army 79 says, give Keon a break. He's a good age. Wow, what are you, from the 30s? Bob Swirsky says, the lucky pen there, that doesn't seem to be working for Keon very well right now. Blissful Hayes says, Montel Williams told reporters that Landry Shamet is starting tonight for the Suns against the Lakers because he's obviously a better all-around player than Evan Booker. What is he talking about?
He's saying that Booker's not playing tonight.
It's preseason.
Shemet's playing, and he's trying to make some sort of disgruntled situation between Phoenix Suns players. From Monty Williams.
Isn't Booker filthy with the COVID right now?
I believe he's just getting over it. And plus, he's had a very busy summer. He did play on the Olympic team.
Listen, that man's immune system is solid. Let me tell you how he's with a Kardashian. That guy, seriously, don't shine a black light on him, but his immune system is working overtime all the time. So I have not worried about Devin Booker.
And Landry Shamet is a good player. He's a role player. It's just, what are we doing?
And by the way, it's preseason. So
into speed. I don't understand. I think he meant to send a meme, but it didn't work. But he says, the Vikings Pellegrini, Keon, Jeffrey is an ass. But there's no picture, so there's no context. Don't know what that is, but up yours. Kyle G says, why did they change the name from Devil Rays to just the Rays? I was asking Keon that during the break. It's just like when they changed the Mighty Ducks to the Ducks. Took all the cool out of the team.
Yeah, I have no idea why. It was just some marketing decision. There's no good reason to do it. And even now, like, they'll still wear the Devil Ray throwback uniforms. So if you're gonna have the throwback, then you didn't really get rid of it. I don't understand. I have no idea.
Yeah. Just Tip says, all right, well, you've established that Keon has a white hot anger ready at the slightest provocation. He's a hothead. Also, he will literally leave his position at the board on a simple errand. Now we find out he has shady gambling knowledge when he claimed to be an expert. My Lord, I wonder what other dark and terrible traits Keon is hiding. This is the time to tell us. You might as well come clean right now.
I don't know if that's as dark as it is, and I think I'm okay.
I don't think we found all of it.
I don't think that anything that was mentioned there is bad. There it is.
You see what we're dealing with here?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
King Kenton says the guitarist for Judas Priest had a massive heart attack recently during a concert. He finished the song before he sought medical attention. Manly. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but okay.
Yeah, but also, I think that's one time you're allowed to seek medical attention before you're done doing anything is a heart attack. But
yeah. Dave Grohl broke his leg, and after he was, they gave him a splint. He got up there on a chair and he finished the concert.
Yeah, I once did a radio remote with 103 temperature.
That's up there.
Yeah,
Is that pretty manly?
No, I got nothing. Yeah, that's pretty good. I got nothing like that. No, I got nothing. Keon?
No.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Mr. Wilbur says, I just turned on the radio station. All I heard was ours is blue and his is black. The hell are you guys talking about? By the way, suck it, Yankees. Fish Tank says, Keon sounds like a man who's being accused of being at the strip club by the missus when he was actually picking up groceries. And no matter how much logic he provides, she keeps coming at him. It reminds me of Kevin Hart's ex. I don't know if you ever heard, but that's you'd have to go back and listen to how she crawled in his trunk and was trying to catch him cheating. Yeah. You have to go back to the Wayback Machine for that one. Fish Tank says, don't look now, Yankee fans, but the Mets were at least in the World Series in 2015. So that poor 12-year-old kid in New York at least got one exciting team to watch, right? Mr. Pringle says, if Kyler Murray throws for 300 yards tonight, I like the Cardinals' chances against the Dodgers. Okay, Mr. Pringle, it's a little early to be that drunk.
Yeah, no. Kyler Murray's not playing tonight. This is the baseball Cardinals, not the football Cardinals.
I know that Kyler Murray does have a baseball background. He is not in actuality a baseball player.
Chief Skulls Burner says, I think I made Boogie throw up. I'm trying to convince Boogie to root for the Bears since his team is I trend for another 10 years bad luck there, right there. Okay. Well, boy, when do you think the Lions are going to win another game? Do you think it'll be this week?
I'm going to have to look at the schedule.
I don't think it's going to be this week. Fed Fan says, I'm confused. The Suns are playing the Lakers right now. Is there a doubleheader today? The doubleheader is Suns and then Mercury, I thought. Suns are ahead by 10 points in the second quarter. Doesn't matter, Fed Fan. It's a preseason game. It's irrelevant. I am excited though, because yes, we are preseason right now for hockey. We're preseason right now for the Suns. Of course, the scores and the outcomes don't really matter, but this is what does matter. Regular season for your Arizona Coyotes starts October 14th. That's when the hockey season starts. And for your Phoenix Suns, regular season games begin on October 20th. Very excited about that. But right now, it's just, fun to kind of watch. I don't think that they're playing at 100% right now. They're just trying to work some stuff out. So whatever the score is, I wouldn't worry about it too much. Just the Tip says, I had my ego bruised on stage, but still finished the set. Can't Kitten says, in the South, Christian conservatives dislike any connotation that celebrates anything of the occult. I don't know.
Wow.
The devil race question.
Okay.
I'm glad we have at least one person who can remember more than 30 seconds back. Because I'm not good at it. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I'm bad at that.
I'm not going to lie. I think I was in Tempe and I saw an apartment complex called El Diablo. And I was like, oh, you would never have that in the South. It just couldn't exist.
True. And that's people who have always, over time tried to get rid of the Sun Devils name, because of what it means, I guess, to people. Let's talk a little bit about the preseason, though, Fed Fan. Grizzly and Bucks, they had to end their preseason game early because somebody pulled a fire alarm. And they're like, screw it, we're going home. This was at the FedEx Forum, and the Grizzlies and Bucks were, getting into the end of the third quarter, and all of a sudden, everything started going crazy, and everybody filed out. And they're like, after they finally figured out it was just an accidental pull of the fire alarm, everybody's like, get in your cars and drive away. Couldn't have been that many people there.
No, and preseason tickets in Memphis are like $5.
Do I have to care that this Gasol has retired? Paul Gasol?
Oh, Pau Gasol?
No, it's Gasol. That's how you pronounce it, Keon. Two-time NBA champion, 19-year career, Paul Gasol has retired.
He's a really good player.
They're going to retire his jersey, number 16, because, he was a pivotal part of, playing there with Kobe Bryant. So they're going to put his right next to Kobe's. That's kind of nice.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's it for this hour. When we come back, we got to yell at Espen, Randy. It's the Daily Blender on 1580, The Fanatic.
Everybody, Mark Asher, about to tell you about my friends at Valley Medical Weight Loss. I love this company. I've used them. I have friends who've used them. A ton of weight has been lost in a quick amount of time, and the right way. That's the important part. Look, they have 3 Valley locations, Tempe, Glendale, and Phoenix. So one is close to you, and they've been doing this for well over a decade. And right now, you can get your first week, $31.95, absolutely free. Just mention Money Radio or mention The Fanatic, and it is on them. 602-441-3305 or valleymedicalweightloss.com.
If you're considering refinancing or getting a home loan, listen up. This is Dale Hellestray, and when you need a mortgage, the team I use is led by my good friend, Jeff Locks. And here's why. Jeff and his team negotiate with over 50 lenders to find the best possible deal. Your home has gone way up in value over the past year, so why not utilize your home equity to reduce your monthly expenses or even pay off some debts? Interest rates are still at all-time lows, and if you obtained your current mortgage prior to 2020, you can save a lot of money. Here's the best part. There's absolutely no lender fees. Jeff is truly Arizona's low-cost lender with over 30 years of experience. So call Jeff Locks, and if Jeff can't save you money, you'll get a free $50 Amazon gift card. This is a winning play, so call Jeff today, 480-202-0692. That's 480-202-0692.
Jeff Locks, NMLS number 1003782, National Mortgage License number 181106, Bear Financial Group, AZMB-09047774, Equal Housing Opportunity.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me in my classes when I give attention to detail to the task at hand. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my country safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time by visiting nationalguard.com.
Sponsored by the Arizona Army National Guard, aired by the Arizona Broadcasters Association and this station.
If you're rolling over your 401k to an IRA soon, but not sure if you want to go all in on this crazy market, here's what many retiring professionals are doing. How about a safe and secure IRA offering a contractually guaranteed 10% income bonus that grows 7% annually guaranteed? Your income can double in 10 years. Meanwhile, neither your principal nor your retirement income is ever subjected to a market downturn. Even if the market crashes by 50%, you get the 10% bonus. Your income keeps growing at 7%, and your principal may grow without losses uncapped. You go up with the index, never down, forward, never back. Get a 10% income bonus with a 7% contractually guaranteed growth rate. I compare over 1,200 annuities with a fiduciary duty and can help you retire and stay retired.
Guarantees rely on the financial strength of the insurer, so compare with leading annuity authority Steve Jurich now. Visit IQannuity.com, IQannuity.com, IQannuity.com.
KQFN Tempe.
Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM. And K24EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
All right, people, settle down.
Because it's time.
Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 4 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside Randy White. We got Keon Rose in the control room, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in the Harmon Solar Studios in Scottsdale. Oh, boy. Randy.
What's happened?
I don't like to aggravate you. You know, I don't like to set you off.
Oh, no.
But when I tell you where it comes from, I hope you have the same reaction as the Arizona Cardinals did.
Okay.
The ESPN, as I like to call them, the ESPN. Well, they came out with their NFL power rankings for up to week 4. And I'm going to bring this up on the screen here for you to see. So there it is for you right there. First, here it is. ESPN power rankings.
Yeah.
Buffalo Bills, number 1.
Yeah.
Arizona Cardinals, number 2.
Yeah.
Buffalo Bills are 3-1. Arizona Cardinals are 4-0, the only undefeated team. So it goes Bills, Cardinals, Rams, Buccaneers, Packers, Browns, Ravens, and on, right? But here, I think you'll like the reaction from the Arizona Cardinals Twitter. LOL. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, listen, for someone who touts themselves as the worldwide leader in sports, they sure don't have a clue when it comes to looking at records and looking strength of schedule and looking at how many games you've won and how you've won these games. So apparently, people named Booger and Levy and all the likes like that there at the ESPN don't know what the hell they're doing. So it doesn't bother me. It doesn't surprise me either.
It bothers me because Randy was right on. I was actually going to say this. The strength of schedule really matters. I like the Bills. I think they're a Super Bowl contender too. But this is who the Bills have played so far this season. The Pittsburgh Steelers. That was their opener.
Well, they turned out to be a flop.
Not any good.
Right.
The Miami Dolphins. Week 2.
They're come and go. Yeah,
come and go. But when they played the Bills, they didn't score any points.
Yeah, that was go.
Nothing.
That was the go part. Yeah.
They played Washington. Week 3.
Well, I'll just be kind.
Then they put 43 points up there. Then they played the Houston Texans. That was their last game. And another no point, no score, no offense for that opponent. So they haven't played anybody.
Yeah, they have not been tested. The Arizona Cardinals, however, have been tested by no one else. The Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah, I've been saying this for years. And this is my own personal feeling, my own personal thought. I have no evidence that I can gather other than I'm an Arizona sports fan. ESPN has it out for Arizona sports teams. I don't care if it's the Suns, the Diamondbacks, the Cardinals. I don't care who it is. ESPN does not like Arizona, period.
Are you sure? Maybe it's just that they are as stupid as we think they are.
Well,
Remember, this is the same network that aired a fake high school football game.
Well,
so
they also showed the wrong Matt Stafford wife on the TV.
Right.
But I submit as evidence their power rankings this week. Clearly, they do not want anybody in Arizona or Arizona sports teams to be recognized for anything.
But it doesn't matter what they think, I don't
true.
care what anybody thinks. Right now, the number one team should be the Arizona Cardinals. They are 4-0. They have played actual tough games. So yeah, I don't understand why you would do that. I mean, I don't know that they have any sort of rude intentions. Maybe it's just that they can't handle that a East Coast team isn't at the top.
Maybe that's what it is.
On the other side of the coin, how many times do Arizona teams start out, and I reference our own beloved ASU, start out preseason ranked and then go strong for a couple of games and get bounced early, and they're very rarely in the top 25 when it comes down to the end of the season.
Okay,
the Cardinals, they started out great last year,
5-1,
and they ended up a mediocre team. The Diamondbacks, proof is in the pudding once again this season. What a horrendous, absolute laughing stock this franchise has become in only 21 years. So the bottom line is, it doesn't surprise me that they don't put the Cardinals number one in the power rankings. And then we're just going to have to beat the damn 49ers this week and beat them soundly for them to get some recognition. I guarantee you they will not be number one in the power rankings next week, even if we do win by a solid number against the 49ers next week.
They have to. But here's the thing. Yeah, I don't think it's right to judge a team by past year's performance. If you are 4-0 right now and no one else is, you're the top of the damn heap. And if you want to question that, take a look at the difficulty of the teams you played. If anything, the Bills should not even be in the top 5. They shouldn't even be there because the Rams have played tougher games. The Buccaneers have played tougher games. The Packers have played tougher games. The Browns have played tougher games. I would put the Bills at a solid 6 right now.
I think they just have a right now. It's a love affair with Josh Allen, and Josh Allen checks a lot of the boxes. And big, strong arm quarterback. He's exciting to watch.
When this is a garbage power rank.
It is.
It's not factual.
And this is what I say about the ESPN wanting Shohei Ohtani to be the damn MVP. They do not consider the entire picture, the entire body of work. This is what I mean. These guys they feel like they're kingmakers, and they can make any athlete the top of the world, or they can destroy athletes or teams at will.
Random Texter has two things he wants to tell us. One, ESPN is never giving credit to West Coast teams. And two, I think you're okay to eat whatever you'd like.
Thank you.
I don't know why he said that part.
I don't know the second part. But
Unless you're the Los Angeles Lakers or the Los Angeles Rams or the Los Angeles Dodgers, I believe that is a fair assessment.
I think they like the West Coast teams. They just don't like the teams out west. So, Arizona, I don't really care that much for Denver. I really like, but if you're on the coast, they're fine with that.
So we can just help ourselves to anything in the fridge, or
still like some Oreos.
Trying to. Oh, those are gone. We got to get new bag of Oreos, Randy. They're gone.
Damn it.
Yeah. He then says, but if the Cardinals beat the 49ers, they will not be given the number 1 ranking. They're playing the number 2 quarterback at San Francisco.
Well, yeah.
Still, if the Cardinals are 5-0 and you still have all these other teams below them, it does not even matter anymore.
Yeah.
Shouldn't, but whatever.
And yet this same franchise, ESPN, all of the quote unquote as talking heads on there, all the quote unquote experts were proclaiming how San Francisco, they were just going to walk away with the Western Division of the NFL and go right into the damn Super Bowl. They were ready to give them the Vince Lombardi trophy before the damn season even started. And yet they will not recognize that San Francisco is a bust and will not be going to the damn Super Bowl this year.
We might want to be compassionate. We might have to be compassionate towards the ESPN. I just looked up at the screen and thought, oh, well, maybe it's all the hair plugs. Maybe,
oh boy,
maybe they're not thinking straight because all the hair plugs. That's like an injury right there. I don't know. Maybe that has something to do with it.
Yeah.
Whatever. And by the way, they have the Raiders in 10th place on the power rankings.
Yeah,
really.
They should not be that high, man. Somebody at ESPN is high. That's the only other idea I've got. Fed Fan says, kind of weird to see Shamit in. Is it Shamit? Can I say Shamit?
It is Shamit.
Can I call him ShamWow? I'm going to call him ShamWow.
If you want to.
It's weird to see ShamWow in a Suns uniform, by the way. Fish Tank says ESPN was also saying the Cards were the worst team in that division.
Mm-hmm.
When did they say
this? Yeah, preseason. Oh, yeah. All the build up, all the NFL shows, all of these guys, these overrated, non-relevant people on there. They were all sitting around in their big giant think tanks, their circles that they have on TV with their bleach blonde hosts going out there saying, well, the Cardinals are not even relevant. These guys will be like 0-17. I don't even want to think about them. And look what happened now. The damn Cardinals have turned the damn tables.
Fed Fan says ESPN stands for evil, stupid, pathetic nutcases.
I would agree with that.
Wow.
It seems to work.
Fish Tank says, Lions play the Vikings this week. And if y'all pick the Lions to win, Skull's going to choke on his chew probably. Boy, that's a horrible game to even have to try to pick. At first glance, you think, okay, Vikings. But then the Vikings suck a lot too. And the Lions have been close in some of theirs. This may be the first win for the Lions this week.
Do you think
I think the Lions are going to get obliterated?
You think if the Lions win this game, is that the death knell for Zimmer?
Yeah. Absolutely. He'll be fired.
The Lions are the ultimate get right team. If you can't beat the Lions with Jared Goff fumbling the ball off of his chest, I did go back and watch that. Unbelievable. With their inability to stop anybody from throwing the ball over them. If Kirk Cousins doesn't have a day that makes him look like the MVP of the freaking league, Mike Zimmer got to go.
I've been saying Mike Zimmer got to go for years, but yeah, this is the moment. This is the defining moment for Mike Zimmer to either survive or to continue on to fight another day. Blissful Hayes says, is Kyler Murray the starting shortstop for the Cardinals tonight versus the Dodgers?
That was the wrong...
That just means he's going to pillage and rape you. Let's see. King of Keon says, oh yeah, Keon, tonight's big matchup featuring the Mercury and the Aces. Who you got there, Sports Cloud?
Aces?
Really?
You bastard.
Mercury are up 2-1.
What the hell?
Are they?
Yeah. It's the Phoenix Mercury. Keon.
Okay, well,
wow.
Do you even watch the women's
Keon.
basketball?
I do actually, but I haven't watched the
It's been a rough
playoffs.
day for you, hasn't it, Keon?
So I just tossed out the Aces because I know
Wow.
I know that they were playing well when I last
Mm.
watched.
First, the gambling
No,
thing.
no,
Jerry.
no,
Now
not
the
first anything.
WNBA.
I
Hey,
know.
He hates
this
the
has been a bad day
WNBA
for you.
team here.
He asked me.
I mean,
who I
clearly he
got.
identifies
I answered
himself
the
as the
question.
WNBA expert on the show.
Wow,
He
wait,
had a
now,
WNBA lady on his
Ran-
social media,
Randy-
and now he
Yeah,
can't
he
even,
did.
he didn't even know the Phoenix Mercury.
I do know the Phoenix Mercury,
What
Good
team? Okay, where are the Aces from?
Las Vegas.
Okay, good.
All I'm saying.
I mean, I
is-
couldn't verify that. I don't know if he's telling the truth.
And
or not,
well,
Randy.
wow, I'm flattered
I
that
mean,
Randy keeps attributing levels of
I wouldn't know.
expertise to me that I actually do not have and did not say
wow.
that I had.
I'm stunned.
Yeah.
I feel like we've been sold a damn bill of goods.
Yep. It's kind of like that scene in The Crying Game a little bit.
I think
Just a Tip says, just last night, ESPN aired a pregame lineup graphic for the Boston Red Sox. Out of the 9 players in the lineup, ESPN had 7 of those players incorrectly listed.
Mm.
Yeah, sounds about right. There you go. That's
Just the quality of that network has fallen off a cliff over the last decade.
I agree.
Random Texture says, why are you guys so sure Zimmerman's going to be fired? I mean, Urban Meyer hasn't been fired yet.
Well, yeah, but Zimmer's been there longer. I mean, Urban Meyer is still very much in play to get fired.
We're going to talk a little more about that Urban Meyer thing. I think some people have some misunderstandings on why it's a big deal. People are like, Clinton got a Hummer in the Oval Office and, he didn't lose his job. This is a little bit different circumstance. Okay. So we're going to explain why. And Tony Dungy, my old coach, he has made it very clear why the players are ticked off at him. It's not about, whatever he did cheating with his wife on his wife. This is more about just how things are done in the business of football. We'll explain that a little more in a little bit. McRib says, weren't the Cardinals 4 or 5-0 last year? How that turned out? No, they were 5-1, and then the season kind of took a bad turn because they have a horrible head coach.
But that was last year. This is this year. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, McRib. Can't believe we have somebody called McRib. So are you only going to text when the McRib is back? I think we should make a rule.
Just seasonal texting.
Yeah, you are not allowed to text unless the McRib is on the menu at McDonald's. And then after that, we're just not going to read your stuff.
This is like 1.5 months out of the year.
That's right. Why not? I think that's fair.
Is the McRib back now?
Yeah, that's the word on the street. Fed Fan says, wow, Keon, I'm a chick and I don't even watch women's basketball. Hell's up with you?
Wow.
I like basketball. What do you want?
Hefty Lefty says, this Tony Dungy? Oh God, not that photo of him and Tom Brady staring deeply into my soul. Why? Why would you do that? Chief Skulls Burner says, Jeffrey, how dare you? The Lions may beat the Vikings. That is your Indianapolis Donkeys will now lose every game this year, only to trade for Washington quarterback Ryan Fitzpatrick for next year's debacle of run. How dare you?
Wow.
Dude, listen, it's nothing personal towards the Vikings. Your coach is the reason for the season, my friend. Take a deep look. Anybody who thought that Kirk Cousins was a good idea, you got to know better than that.
Well, Zimmer never wanted Kirk Cousins. Like the more that comes out about that, that was the general manager wanted Kirk Cousins a lot.
That guy's got to go.
Zimmer did not.
Zimmer's got to go too.
But he didn't have a say in the matter.
Scratch Me Because says, stop picking on Keon. If he quits, the thoughts of Phil coming back. Oh, God, no. Watermelon says, good afternoon, Blender Crew and the Fourth Dimension. When you pad your resume there, you just say the right things in an interview to get your job there. Well, time always does reveal if you're the best fit for the job, huh? Hey, Keon? Hey, Keon? Huh? Hey, Keon?
What?
He says, just kidding. He's a good guy.
Oh, thank you.
But you're right, Watermelon. Lacrosse guy says, Keon doesn't like lacrosse, but he watches the WNBA.
What? I didn't say I didn't like lacrosse. I just don't watch lacrosse. What channel is it on?
It's the lacrosse channel.
When the championship's on, if I'm happen to be flipping through the channels, I may take a look, but I don't follow lacrosse closely.
Random Texter says, regardless of what he did with or without some woman other than his wife, not getting on the airplane with the team after going 0-4 to come back to Jacksonville, that's the big mistake. Yes, but Tony Dungy has some deeper insight to that I'll share here in a little bit. McRib says, Niners captain from the playoffs last year. They'll do it again. F you. Okay, I don't understand. Niners captain from the playoffs last year?
Niners kept the Cardinals from the playoff last year.
No.
They will do it again. F you.
McRib,
I'm sure it's Foods Unlimited.
You got to get your voice text game going there, buddy. You only have so much time to text in since now the McRib is only available for a limited time. Lacrosse guy says ESPNU, ACC Network, Big Ten Network, Keon.
Well, okay. You know,
my son played lacrosse for a couple of years in high school, and that actually is a lot of fun to watch. That is a brutal, tough guy kind of sport.
Yeah, it just takes a little bit of getting used to.
It's a man card accreditation. Well, it takes some, it's easy to watch. I mean, what do you mean? It takes some getting used to.
I don't know, like just it's easy to watch, but like it sort of has the hockey thing where I know at least when I was a kid, it took me a little bit of like, well, you're following around the puck, who's got it? It's this tiny dot on the whole thing. Only now you're adding the air element of lacrosse. Lacrosse is a good game. I never said I hated lacrosse.
I feel like on the Daily Blender power ranking, Keon would be below the fourth dimension right now. I feel like, and just any given week, it'll go 1 and 2 will go between Randy and I. Just depends what's happening. But
what for?
You probably need to work on that, Keon.
Work on what?
Yeah, I think you know what. Lacrosse guy says, "Oh yeah, way to go, Keon. Keep digging the hole there, buddy." Shamoy says Chris Hogan is my favorite lacrosse player because it's the only guy you could possibly name because he went off to play the lacrosse. By the way, the Sports Line has come out with the odds on the first NFL coach to be fired, and they put the little thing on it or leave his job. And the reason they put or leave his job is all about Urban Meyer and a possibility of coaching, in college. But Urban Meyer is the odds favorite, minus 200 to be the first coach. Gown, followed by Matt Nagy, Mike Zimmer, Joe Judge, Brian Flores, Mike Tomlin. No, Mike Tomlin. No matter what happens, there's nothing wrong with Mike Tomlin. He's got an elderly, hobbled quarterback, and he just needs the GM needs to go before he does.
And they'll finish right around 500 every year like they always do because Tomlin's just good like that.
Yeah, and then Frank Reich. I think Frank Reich should probably be a couple of slots higher just because of how dumb he's been about quarterback stuff. But that's in reality, it's always a group effort. And I don't think Frank Reich is a bad coach, and I don't think he's in jeopardy of being fired. But they got to get something figured out in Colts land. But Urban Meyer and Matt Nagy being at the top of the list, absolutely correct. I think they're missing somebody though. Don't you feel like they're missing somebody in that mix?
Maybe what's his name? Zach Taylor, the head coach of Cincinnati, but they're playing well right now.
It's Cincinnati. And yeah, you're right. They got a 3-1 or something. Yeah. Whatever. That's the current thing. When we come back, we'll talk about the older Meyer situation for a minute. I got the Jeffrey O'Brien gambling lock of the day, as well as some NFL fun. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
What's up? This is Riley. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A grilled chicken club sandwich is the Applewood bacon. It's savory, and then it's also kind of sweet. And I think the combination of bacon with chicken and Colby Jack cheese, it just really knocks it out of the park.
Hey, I'm Tanea. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A grilled chicken club sandwich is the chicken. It's so juicy. It's grilled to perfection. I'm going to devour this sandwich.
Order the grilled chicken club sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Last summer, Arizona experienced record heat. Hottest summer in Arizona history. 145 days of 100+ degrees. 53 days of over 110. Summer heat is starting sooner and it's lasting longer, and your power bills are more expensive every year. Take control of your power bills. Call Harmon Solar today. Harmon Solar is locally owned and operated. They use top-of-the-line equipment, and they're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189, or go to harmonsolar.com.
Did you get all the stimulus money for you and your family? Do you have children and didn't know you could receive monthly child tax credit payments? You can claim your monthly child tax credit payments and missing stimulus payments, even if you don't file a traditional tax return. Visit ssa.gov/EIP to learn how you can apply online. Get the money your family deserves. Visit ssa.gov/EIP. Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
Sponsored by SSA.
Hey guys, Jeffrey O'Brien here. Listen, when we're all working on our shows here at The Fanatic, we're totally focused and we don't want to worry about the other things. You know, like the technology that runs our station. That's where Affinity Technology comes in. They run all our IT so we can focus on what really matters, our business and our listeners. These guys handle literally everything. If it plugs in, they work with it. They've saved us tons of money and have kept us focused on what really matters. Affinity Technology, they can do the same for you. Go to atechaz.com. Be sure and tell them I sent you.
Providing you with the latest sports news, commentary, and analysis.
We have a soap opera called The Days of Our Lives. Is that still on the air?
If you keep on,
Days of Our Lives.
We're gonna have General Hospital going on it. That's where you're going.
I guess you only have one life to live, huh?
That is probably the scariest 30 seconds of radio that we all pop the soap opera there.
Jacobs and Helly on Arizona's new home for sports, 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports. On Saturday, we got Notre Dame at Virginia. That happens at 1 p.m. here on 1580 The Fanatic. Hey, Keon, is Notre Dame still in the rankings? Do they still have – because I know Arizona State University got up to 22. I thought Notre Dame was ranked up in the top 10 last time I saw. I mean, they lost a game. I don't know if they plummeted out, too.
I don't think they plummeted out because it was a good game, quality Cincinnati opponent. They're down to 14.
All right. So that happens here on the big radio station Saturday afternoon. And hey, are you ready for the Jeffrey O'Brien lock of the day?
The Jeffrey O'Brien lock of the day.
Yeah, you were supposed to make a thing and there'd be music and stuff for the Jeffrey O'Brien lock of the day.
The Jeffrey O'Brien lock of the day.
Yeah, you just repeating it is not. But we're Arizona sports betting station, Randy. So I thought we talked about that's fine. I don't need the fanfare. That's fine.
The Jeffrey O'Brien lock of the day.
All right, you can bank this. You put all the money on this you want. It's a done deal. I have been told you can bet on anything. You know, there are sites, there are prop bets. You can do this. So here's my Jeffrey O'Brien lock of the day.
The Jeffrey O'Brien lock of the day.
You are all going to get a call about your car's extended warranty. Guaranteed. Lock it. Even if you purchased one the last few times they called, you're going to get that call. You're going to get that call about your extended warranty. That is my Jeffrey O'Brien lock of the day.
Jeffrey O'Brien's lock of the day.
So far, I'm at 100%. I am 100% right. And I think that is going to continue even after the day. Thank you very much.
So I had to do all that for that.
Gamblu ain't got nothing on me. What?
I thought we were like sports betting lock of the day.
I was told you could do any kind of betting on anything you want, no matter what.
We have had multiple experts tell us you can bet on anything.
Yeah. So
you could bet on whether you're going to get a call or not on your car's extended warranty.
I'm not betting whether I can. I'm saying everyone will. That's how confident I am.
Lock of the day.
Simple as that. I'll have it for you again tomorrow. You watch. I'm going to stay at 100%. It ain't called my lock of the day for nothing, Randy. So,
I see.
Stay tuned and be ready to make money with me. Random texter says, so Jeffrey, are you saying the fourth dimension is now the third dimension? On the power rankings, yes, I think so. So until Keon's able to crawl up the power rankings of the Daily Blender, but we'll keep calling you the fourth dimension. Just the Tip says, anybody remember the indoor lacrosse league from a few years back? That was some seriously badass, barely legal brutality.
I don't remember that. I remember the indoor soccer league that there was.
Oh yeah,
quite
back in
some
'96 or something like that, right?
Quite some time
Yeah.
ago.
And no, I'll be honest. I went to their first game when they were there. I was sitting in a box, and an old Ron Hoon was over there to the side there, like looking at everybody like, I'm Ron Hoon, come see me. And
the Hooner.
Yeah. And I'm watching this soccer game down there. I was like, it was in a small field. It was indoors.
Yeah.
High scoring. And I thought,
Exciting.
Well, if they did soccer like this all the time,
Mm-hmm.
then you may have something. So I don't know why that never took off. I don't know.
Tell me more about the Hooner.
Well, he was sitting there, and I'm not even kidding you. Everybody come out, hi, Ron. They get a picture with him or whatever, and I'm sitting there, and I just, oh, look, it's Ron Hoon. That's all I needed. And after everybody had cleared out, he's sitting there. He looks over at me and smiles like, you want to come say hello. And I'm just like, I looked at him. It's like we were like speaking telepathically, and I'm like, no, I'm good. Come on, man. Come on over here. Smile. He had to smile like, come on. I'm like, no, dude, you're making me uncomfortable.
I bet that's the first time that smile's ever failed him.
Yeah.
The Hooner.
I was like, no, I've got my popcorn here. I'm good. Don't feel the need. Sorry, buddy. Yeah. Fubar 1000 says, so why does basketball take precedence over the NFL when NBA preseason starts? That's just wrong. What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
Fubar 1000 is drinking again. Hamilton Porter says, breaking news, Urban Meyer stepping down due to recently discovered erectile dysfunction. Will become the head coach at Bishop Sycamore once this is resolved.
Wow.
Blissful Hayes says, who's Ron Hoon? Okay. Bruno Baller says, Jeffrey, I get the warranty call and I haven't owned a car in 11 years. See? Lock of the day. Chief Skulls Burner says, Keon, how dare you? Lacrosse is one of the oldest sports played by Native Americans. It's the oldest organized sport in North America. It's as American can be. Long live lacrosse, says Chief Skulls Burner.
Wow.
Okay. Lacrosse is a great game. I just don't watch it that much.
See, this just in, Keon hates lacrosse.
Okay.
Jagdog says, Keon, women's basketball? Seriously? Please tell me it's for gambling purposes. And by the way, if so, if you have a gambling problem, please dial 1-800-GAMBLER.
No, I like basketball in all its forms. And I also think that there are just things that like gender doesn't play a part, like being able to break someone's ankles like Sue Bird got destroyed before the end of the season, or step back threes. I like the game, the strategy of basketball. And when the men's game isn't on, I watch the women's game.
Because you don't like dunking.
Like what? I do like dunking.
You hate dunking.
But it's just one sport does one thing, the other sport does another thing. When the men are on, I watch the men. What I don't understand why I have to choose. They don't play at the same time. I am not conflicted. I am not having to choose to watch a WNBA game over an NBA game. The women play in the summer. The men play literally the rest of the year.
Mm-hmm.
We have seriously encroached on his final nerve.
I'm not judging. I'm just reading the text, man.
I mean, well, you're saying I don't.
I don't know why you
dunking.
got to look at me and yell.
I don't know why you're saying I don't like dunking. I like
well,
dunking.
if you
just
like
fine.
the WNBA, that I just assumed you were anti-dunking. That's all.
Why would you assume?
I
that?
don't know why you're so angry today. I don't appreciate this. Lacrosse guy says Chief Skull rules. Hamilton Porter says, women's basketball, aka the race to 40.
Wow.
Can we talk about Urban Meyer now?
Please.
Something we can all agree on.
Please.
He is a dirtbag. He is an absolute dirtbag. And so the reason the players are upset, they don't care that they had some harpy grinding on him in a hotel. What they care about is that they felt lied to, misled, and abandoned because they just went 0-4. And he says, you know what? I'm staying in Ohio. I'll catch up with you guys in a couple of days. And I just got to clear my head. And I'm going to go see my grandkids and have some family time. And the next thing you see is him sitting in a bar with some chick twerking in his lap. And so that right there is like, whoa, wait a second. You abandoned the team. You said to be with family when really you just abandoned the team because you abandoned the team. And so the team had to fly home with the taste of 0-4 in their mouth.
Yeah.
The team had to go back and start to try to put the pieces together to find out what the hell do we got to do to get that first win. And where was our leader? Our leader was not with us on the plane. He was not with us that next day. He was then answering some uncomfortable questions about a possibility he was probably just cheating on his wife, in a bar. So Tony Dungy says, listen, I played football for probably 16 years total. I coached for 28. I never went to a game where the head coach didn't come back with the team for 13 years as a head coach, 15 years as an assistant, 15 years playing. The head coach went to the game. When we returned, the head coach came back with us. So to me, I don't know how you do that and say, oh, I'm going to stay in Ohio. That was the mistake first. What happened in the bar or whatever, secondary. You go back with your team. We finished by getting home and getting everybody, off the plane. Everybody goes back to the facility, and then you do what you got to do. And that's it. These guys were like, okay, this is stupid. For them, it was laughable and stupid, and they felt misled because he says, I'm going to stay with my grandkids. And they're like, okay, I guess we'll see you in a day or so. And then they find out what it really was about. He's lost whatever teeny itsy bitsy little bit of credibility he had. And, he abandoned his boys. He abandoned the team when they needed him the most. He has a responsibility for that loss as much as anybody else. And he's supposed to be the leader. He's screaming at people in practice. He's yelling at people like he's still a college coach. He's putting them through things that as grown-ass players, they have not been put through since college. And now this. So it's not about the Harpy. It's about the way he handled things after losing that fourth game.
I agree with that 110%. If he wanted to go to Ohio to, as he said today in his press conference today, just wanting to kind of get out and clear his head a little bit. And
I think he was trying to clear his head. Yeah,
wait until the third week of October when you have a bye week. Week 7 is when the Jaguars have a bye week. Then you can go to Ohio and clear your head and walk away from the football program that you are the CEO of. You are the manager of this team. You have an obligation to these players, and you have no reason to be sitting. Yeah, okay, you're in Ohio. You lost a heartbreaker. I'm sure you wanted to go kind of blow off some steam, wanted to see your grandkids, kind of get a redirection, but wait until just 2 more weeks, and then you can have some time off.
And every head coach has faced adversity. The line that's killing me from Urban Meyer is, I went to go clear my head.
Which one?
I'm assuming he meant the one upstairs, but he to clear your head of what? You're 0-4. You better start filling your head with how we're going to fix this, how we're going to turn this around. Like the idea that you would be 0-4 and not have the sense of urgency of, we need to win some games. We need to start being able to build some momentum, put some positivity back into our locker room. There isn't a head coach of any use in the entire NFL. And even the bad ones, even Matt Nagy, after all of the things that he's managed to do, wouldn't say, yeah, I'm not coming back with the team. Got to clear my head. Even if it was to just spend time with the grandkids. You're an NFL head coach. Focus on the team.
Yeah, you're being paid a lot of money for 17 weeks minus a bye week. Okay, so 18 weeks minus the bye week. And if you're lucky, the postseason, to eating, living, breathing football. That is why you get the millions.
That's the job.
And, nobody else was going to go off and clear their head. Everybody else was wanting to get to it and like, come on, we got to fix this. It's embarrassing to be 0-4.
Well, and you just lost a game, a heartbreaker.
Which he himself says that was a heartbreaker. I guess so he deals with heartbreak, I guess, differently than everyone else.
Well, come on. There was no call for this. There was no reason for it. He clearly has made a huge mistake that I'm sure he right now regrets deeply. And the guy is going to have to pay for his sins. And I don't know if Shad Khan is going to say goodbye, Urban Meyer. I don't know if he's going to lose this opportunity. It's not really going to matter to him because the guy's he's already a made man. He's already got millions upon millions upon millions of dollars. And USC would hire him in the blink of an eye if he was released out of his contract with Jacksonville. Surely this guy has got to be thinking, boy, what an absolute boneheaded mistake I've made here.
Well,
my thing is,
I feel bad for him, and I feel bad for his family to have to endure all of this because the guy obviously needs some help somewhere.
I don't feel bad for Urban Meyer. He's been a dirtbag since times began.
And the thing is, I don't feel that bad for him. I do feel bad for his family, like Randy said. But if you had football on the mind like you were supposed to, wouldn't have happened.
Yep. Let's see. Watermelon, I'm not really understanding your text. You may have put the wrong names in the wrong place. So just make sure that's clear before I read your text. King Kitten says the old ESPN Sports Center says today that the Arizona Cardinals have a 57% chance to win their division. Wow, that's disrespectful. Just a Tip says, serious question. Who's flaming out harder right now? Urban Meyer or Keon Rose?
Urban Meyer.
I mean, how is that even comparable?
Like Keon feels like he may be flaming out, but no, it's definitely Urban Meyer. Definitely Urban Meyer. I mean, I feel like Keon would he'd fly home with us.
I would.
Yeah,
of course.
He might put on a parachute out of fear, but he'd fly home with us. Ookla says, hey, Randy, what are those augmented silicone items in Hollywood ladies called?
Boobies.
There you go. Navy Brad says, I think Urban Meyer is doing everything he can to get fired and get all that contract money. And once he's canned, he can go be at USC because he's a douchebag. Well, you guys, that is the exact conspiracy that Keon has been floating for a couple of days now.
He's not only a douchebag, he's a quitter. He's a damn quitter. And I don't know how the guy has been so successful. He's won a few games. He's won a couple of national championships. But the guy is a quitter. He's a flat out liar and a quitter. And I don't know why organizations like Ohio State and now USC, and I don't understand why an educated man like Shad Khan with the Jacksonville Jaguars would bring this guy in. He has no chin. He's got no intestinal fortitude. He's a quitter. And he just showed you what he thinks about your opportunities. And I don't know why the guy's still employed.
Well, the guy's employed because he's brilliant. Like he actually is.
Yeah, but you've seen him you ever try to see him put a pillow in a pillowcase? It's a horrific moment. It's an impossibility.
Might be a mess, but he's got a brilliant football mind, and he's going to get those opportunities because there are teams that are desperate enough to have him come.
He's a
turn things around. He is a quitter, and that's the reason why my conspiracy theory is what it is. Because Urban Meyer, it's not lost on him that there are guys like Bobby Petrino who went to the NFL, coached the Atlanta Falcons, and then halfway through the season quit while leaving little notes in the locker room of every player telling them that he was just a chicken little quitter. Like he knows that guy exists and that legacy is there for him. And so he's doing it this way so that people can't say he quit. He got fired.
Random Texter says, bottom line is in Columbus, Ohio, Urban Meyer is a god. In every other city in the United States, Urban Meyer is a chump. He went to Columbus to get his ego brushed. Probably right. That's probably why he was in that bar. But needing and wanting to get your ego brushed, really not the time for it there, buddy. Yeah. He also says, Randy, the only reason he's won games is because he's an excellent recruiter. Yeah.
No,
why?
He's a good play caller too. His play designs are good.
I will say he knows how to win. He knows how to get a team to win. He knows how to design plays and how to make a football team work within itself and be successful. I will say that about the guy. But why he continues to get opportunities is beyond me. If I was Shad Khan, I wouldn't have touched him with a 10-foot pole.
Well, look at how many players in the league have gotten into domestic violence stuff and get an opportunity. Or, you look at Jason Kidd being hired by the Mavs and all that stuff.
I hate that.
People are going to get opportunities when they're talented. It's not right. I'm not saying.
And yet, in Kansas City, there is a more than capable, more than qualified man that should be having an opportunity with a Jacksonville team to be a head coach, and not damn Urban Meyer.
I agree.
Yep. I mean, I'm not angry at you, Keon. I'm just angry at the situation.
Keon.
That's been pretty evident all day, but
don't interrupt me.
Glad you're talking to me again now.
Don't interrupt me. Cohen Skiddo says, get him, Randy. Urban liar. Yeah. Well, listen, can I just say, and Keon, you remember, when we found out Urban Meyer was head coach, do you remember me saying how much of a dirtbag he is and how horrible of the decision this was and how he was a bad dude? And it's not like I was breaking news. Everyone knew it and everyone agreed. What the hell is Shad Khan doing? What was it? This was going to end this way. Maybe we're a little surprised it's ending this way as soon as it's ending.
We're 4 weeks in and we're already talking about, Urban Meyer walking the plank.
Look what 0-4 can do to somebody. That has accelerated the timeline events. Absolutely. Let's take a break and we'll keep going. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
I'm Cisco Miranda, owner of Miranda Delivery Service. As a business owner, my job is to provide the best quality service for our customers. Affinity Technology helped us reinvent our business processes, using technology to make us more efficient. I didn't know I needed technology consulting, but my ROI has been off the charts. Affinity Technology has saved us more than 80 man-hours a week and has helped me get back to what I do best, focus on my customers. Visit atechaz.com. That's atechaz.com and see how better technology processes can help your small business.
Contractors, are you missing out on jobs due to lack of bonding? When your current bonding holds you back, call Arizona's #1 bond managers at Constructors Bonding. They have the market relationships and expertise to take you where you want to go. Serving all types of contractors of any size, licensed in all states. When you need better bonding, call Dave McKee at Constructors Bonding, 602-432-5929, or visit CBIalliance.com.
Last summer, Arizona experienced record heat. Hottest summer in Arizona history. 145 days of 100-plus degrees, 53 days of over 110. Summer heat is starting sooner and it's lasting longer, and your power bills are more expensive every year. Take control of your power bills. Call Harmon Solar today. Harmon Solar is locally owned and operated. They use top-of-the-line equipment, and they're A-plus rated with the Better Business Bureau. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189, or go to harmonsolar.com.
We're on a mission to connect every Arizona service member, veteran, and their families to the support and resources they deserve, to make sure that there are no barriers to the benefits and services earned through service to our country. Find out how we can assist you in Arizona. Visit connectveterans.org or call 866-4AZ-VETS right now to learn more. This message is brought to you by the Arizona Coalition for Military Families, the Arizona Department of Veteran Services, and Arizona's Be Connected partners.
Hey everybody, Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends over at the Lund Mortgage Team. Now, we've seen interest rates go as low as we've seen them in years recently. We've also seen them bouncing around. A lot of uncertainty of what is going on in the loan game as far as mortgages are concerned. That's why I lean on my friends at the Lund Mortgage Team. They have been in business for 20 plus years here in the Valley. They only lend in Arizona. They are trusted. They'll get you that reliable quote. And if you're thinking about refinancing, whether it's to just lower your rate, maybe lower the terms of your rate, maybe down to 15 or 20 years, or if you're like, hey, we got a lot of debt on the side, we got some problems going on, we want to consolidate debt, or I've always wanted a pool. Now's the time to do it. Take some of that equity out, refinance, and get things done around your house that you want. But you got to use the best in the business. That's the Lund Mortgage Team. 623-875-9940, 623-875-9940, or check them out online, lundmortgage.com.
Your home for sports. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic.
Why? Why can't this be a regular season score? Seeing the Suns up 25 points over the Lakers warms the cockles, if you know what I mean. But it's just preseason in the third quarter with the Suns 90-65. But yeah, it's a preseason game, so it doesn't matter. But anyways, it's good to. I like seeing that. Like I see all the Coyotes wins that keep coming across. The Coyotes won in preseason yesterday. So those are nice moments, and they feel good for a little bit. And then you're like, oh, yeah, it's not real. So hopefully the Suns will come back playing just as strong as they did last year. And hopefully the Coyotes will step it up and have a better year playing from Oceanside Arena. Where are they playing this year? I can't.
It's in Glendale.
They got it. I thought they were evicted from Glendale.
This is their last season in Glendale.
Oh, so they have a year to build a new arena.
So the brain surgeons in Glendale want to throw all those hundreds of millions of dollars away. They have built a damn arena out there. They built a complex out there, shopping and restaurant facilities out there. And those brain surgeons in the city council there in Glendale want forego all of that and let the Coyotes walk away. So we'll see what happens. They have an entire season to go.
Good career move. Fed Fan says, "Go Suns." That's right, Fed Fan. Go Suns. Doesn't matter if it's preseason. I think Fed Fan has got it on the TV screen while she's listening to us. Is it a good game? I had it up on my screen for a little bit. They were showing previews, and it looks like the players are taking it seriously. You know what I mean? I've seen some clips, and they're all sweaty. It's not something I'm used to seeing in a preseason.
I do think the NBA takes their preseason a little bit more seriously, just because you have to get that run up to getting your conditioning back and all of that stuff, and you're not being hit, so you're not worried about, well, am I going to get seriously injured? Those are usually fluky, freaky accidents when that does happen in preseason. So NBA guys usually take that a little bit more seriously.
All right. Well, Fed Fan says, yeah, but I fell asleep watching in the third quarter. I think that's more about you just being up late partying more than it is about how exciting the game was. I mean, yeah, they are about 30 points ahead, but that's cool. Yeah. She says, yeah, I'm not into hockey, but still, go Coyotes.
Yeah, definitely. I love hockey, and I can't wait for it to get going. And I will say this for the ESPN. I'm glad it's back on ESPN. It'll be more available. I think they'll have better coverage of the hockey games, and I can't wait to see the season unfold again. Yeah. This is going to be a fun season.
Right up until you see the ESPN power rankings. Then you'll be like, son of a bitch. Shamoy says, Jeff Fisher, most qualified unemployed NFL coach. No. Jeff Fisher, most appropriately, forcibly retired unemployed NFL head coach. He doesn't need to come back.
Jeff Fisher, the game has passed him so far by. There was a point where Jeff Fisher was a good coach.
We're not even leather helmets.
We're not even close to that anymore.
Boomer Sooner says, guys, I think a lot of his assistants have a lot to do with his success. If you look down the Urban Meyer coaching tree, you see a lot of assistant coaches that have gone on to be good head coaches. Urban's one of those guys who's just going to suck you dry. You think he's great. He sells himself, and he takes your money, and he says, see, I agree. Yes, Jeffrey, you are right. Urban Meyer, scumbag of the year.
I think Urban Meyer is a guy that can be successful in places, but the pressure of having to continue to be successful, I don't think he can handle it. That's why he quits.
Cohen's Kiddo says, get him, Randy. Urban liar. Oh, I read that already. But it bears repeating.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Still relevant.
Random Texter says, Randy, the only reason he's won games is because he's an excellent recruiter. I think I read that one too. How come my stuff's not clearing here?
Yeah, he is a good recruiter. Yeah, he's got a lot of charisma, but the guy's a quitter.
But I also wouldn't say that's the only reason he wins. He's won in multiple different places, not just Florida, Ohio State, but even Utah. And I forget where he was before that, smaller school. He's been successful, but beyond recruiting. But that doesn't change the fact that he's a scumbag and B, a quitter.
Kiss the Cook says, happy hump day, or Urban Meyer Wednesday, or maybe it should be dry hump Meyer day, or whatever you want to call it. Thanks, Kiss the Cook. Appreciate that. Jagdog says, is there an over-under for women's dunks in a game? Like over-under 1? Keon says you can bet on anything, so I would set the over-under at 1, and I think you probably win a lot by betting the under, but I imagine the odds are really not going to be a good value. How's that for some analysis here on Arizona's sports betting station? Yeah. Wow. Probably going to get in trouble for that. Bruno Baller says, it's only preseason, but the Suns are whipping up on the Lakers. Lakers are crawling back, but no, now they're not. Still 25-point lead. He says both the NBA and the WNBA are in season right now, and the NBA in preseason and the WNBA in postseason. So they are sort of overlapping there.
A little bit. Yep.
Fed Fan says Jeff Fisher, best 7-9 coach out there. You are correct.
At some point, it wasn't just a joke. When he was with the Titans, he was literally 8-8 3 years in a row. It was insane.
Yeah. Stay retired.
Yeah.
Stay retired.
It's okay.
Hey, I've got before we do our man of the day, I've got a very important health warning for all you manly men and manly types. There's always, health warnings for everybody, but I think, with all the man talk, I think this is one that men need to know about. It's very important. Is another symptom that is now connected with COVID, and it's called, and this is real, restless anal syndrome. A 77-year-old guy in Japan was diagnosed with it. This first time it's been linked to COVID-19. Here it's kind of like restless leg syndrome. You know how your leg bounces all the time. You have an uncontrollable urge to move your leg. Only the urge now exists in a man's anus. Yeah, he constantly felt like he needed to use the restroom, but never gave him any relief. And the only thing that helped was exercise or constantly moving around. He spent 3 weeks in the hospital fighting COVID. But he didn't develop restless anus until he recovered and went home. Doctors did a colonoscopy. They're like, there's nothing going on in there. And so they think it's neurological, just like restless leg syndrome. It's all happened last year. We're hearing about it now because the case was just published in a medical journal, and he's doing much better now. So they put him on a daily dose of a sedative called Klonopin to help him relax and help his anus relax. So
damn near killed him.
Point is, yeah, you might want to rethink your anti-vax stance because I don't want restless anal syndrome.
Sounds terrible.
Just gonna leave it there. I got nothing more to say than keep that in mind. If you're like, I'm not taking a vax today, restless anal syndrome. Yeah, that's it's on you.
All I'm saying is it's worth avoiding.
Yeah,
it's worth avoiding. That's all I'm going to say on the issue.
Yep. Here's your man of the day. Do you know where Alpharetta is? Alpharetta is in Georgia.
Yeah.
I had to look that up.
Nice town.
Alpharetta. I thought that was a sports car. Anyway, go ahead.
So this dude from Alpharetta, Georgia, he has set a record that I guess somebody had to set. But
no kidding. Okay.
He traveled all across the United States of these Americas. And in every single state, all 50, which includes Hawaii, he went to every single Chipotle that exists, crossing 18,000 miles to eat Chipotle in all 50 states. And he has achieved that, that distinction.
So what does he get as a reward for
restless anus syndrome, Randy? That's what you get.
Just damn near killed him.
He has managed to get diarrhea in all 50 states. I'm just assuming that part, but
I think it's a fair assumption.
Yeah, it's the odds are pretty high.
This is the reason why I don't eat Chipotle. It does not do good things for me. I hope that he has stronger intestines than I do.
Just saying. But it's an achievement, I guess, of sorts. So
it's something.
Congratulations,
guy.
Congratulations. By the way, do you hear about that dude, Lazar Hayward, used to play in the NBA?
No.
He got arrested because
does he have restless anal syndrome as well?
No, he didn't go to prison. What happened is he and his gal and kids, they tried to go to Hawaii, right? But Hawaii is really strict about you have to be vaccinated, you have to have a clear COVID test before you even go to Hawaii. They're like, oh hell no. He's like, yeah, we're a state, but we're not putting up with your COVID here. It's very, very strict. And so they check everything. So Lazar Hayward and his gal and their kids, they show up at the airport. They get on the plane and they show their documents. But as they're in the air, on the way there, people, the officials are like, wait a second. First off, we know these are fake COVID test results because children that are that young can't be vaccinated yet. So there's no way those kids have been vaccinated. Nobody under 12 is getting vaccinated. So how do you have this for a 3-year-old?
Wow.
How is this? We have a feeling this is not true. So the screeners found that they uploaded falsified negative test results to the Hawaii Safe Travels portal. They were waiting for them when they got off the plane. They were arrested and booked and promptly stuck right back on the plane and said, get your ass out of here. So it's against the law to use fake fax cards to get around stuff. So they're trying to get to Hawaii and not have to do the 10-day quarantine. So
this is different from using a fake vax card to get into like a restaurant or something. You tried to go to an entire state in our nation and they don't want you. They just don't.
There's going to be a lot of this as they require vaccination or negative tests for stadiums, arenas, concerts, and stuff like that. But yeah, Laser Hayward, maybe check the rules.
Yeah, just do a little bit of research first.
He's like, we got her a tattoo and then we got the vaccination. It was a full day. I'm not going to lie to you. Anyhow. All right, guys, that is 2 hours down and 1 to go. When we come back, I got some NFL stuff for you. We're also going to get your on this date in big Georgia sports history. And if we're lucky, we might actually get to the Wheel of Sports too. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic.
Maureen saved big shopping epic daily deals at Amazon. So now she's free to become Maureen the Merrier. And with her brand new tableware, everyone's welcome at Maureen's table. All of her family, friends, even her neighbor with the pet. Hey, has anyone seen a ferret around here? Found it. Dig into Amazon's epic daily deals. Spend less, smile more.
Everybody, Mark Asher, about to tell you about my friends at Valley Medical Weight Loss. I love this company. I've used them. I have friends who've used them. A ton of weight has been lost in a quick amount of time and the right way. That's the important part. Look, they have 3 Valley locations, Tempe, Glendale, and Phoenix. So one is close to you, and they've been doing this for well over a decade. And right now, you can get your first week, $31.95, absolutely free. Just mention Money Radio or mention The Fanatic, and it is on them. 602-441-3305 or valleymedicalweightloss.com.
Your favorite radio station.
And now you're up to date on the news. Stand by for weather and traffic right after this.
It wakes you up, starts your day, and keeps you informed as well as entertained.
You guys are absolutely the best.
How do you like to work here?
At The Fanatic, we're looking for commissioned sales reps to knock on doors, set up appointments, and extol the benefits of advertising with your favorite radio station. Send your resume to jobs at 1580thefanatic.com.
This is Aaron Warby, host of the Bulls and the Bears Radio Hour. In the show, we try to teach the tools, rules, and strategies that traders and investors need to do better with their wealth and portfolio income. But most of the time, an hour is just not long enough. At Online Trading Academy, we believe that the average person should be given the tools, rules, and strategies that Wall Street's elites have been using for years to outperform others. Are you one of the millions that have recently established a trading account? Or have you always wanted to trade or take a more active role in guarding and growing your own wealth, but have not had the know-how or confidence? We want to invite you out to a complimentary 3-hour power trading and investing workshop, where you'll learn what it is that the professionals use to limit their risks and maximize their possible gains in both trading and investing. To register, call 8448-TRADER. That's 844-887-2337, or text the word stocks to 25029. Again, that's stocks to 25029. Reserve your seat now.
Last summer, Arizona experienced record heat. Hottest summer in Arizona history. 145 days of the 100+ degrees, 53 days of over 110. Summer heat is starting sooner and it's lasting longer, and your power bills are more expensive every year. Take control of your power bills. Call Harmon Solar today. Harmon Solar is locally owned and operated. They use top-of-the-line equipment, and they're A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. Call Harmon Solar, 800-281-3189, or go to harmonsolar.com.
KQFN Tempe. Also transmitting on K25CD Phoenix at 99.3 FM and K24EU Fountain Hills at 95.9 FM.
It's time for the third hour.
All right, people, settle down. Because it's time. Time for what?
Showtime.
When does it start?
Right now. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get on with the show. Let's do it.
All right, everybody, it's 5 o'clock here on the Daily Blender. I'm your good friend, your radio pal, Jeffrey O'Brien, alongside my heterosexual life partner, Randy White. Got Keon Rose pushing the buttons, and you guys are on the Fanatic text line, 888-368-1580, as we broadcast live in the Harmon Solar Studios in Scottsdale. And now Trevor Lawrence has jumped up and said, hey, Urban Meyer is still my head coach, and I still respect him. Well, yeah, weren't you the blonde in those photos? I mean, that wouldn't be right of you to sell him out now. Ooh. Wow. That seems a little unfair, doesn't it?
That makes that just makes that whole image now very uncomfortable. More uncomfortable.
Fed fan says, "Hey, the Suns are smoking these old fart Lakers right now. Yeah, 111-82. Here's the thing that's going to be a problem, I think, for the upcoming NBA season. And Randy, I don't know how they get around it. There's really, when the Lakers show up, they're going to take up all your handicap spots, unless they take that shuttle bus from the nursing home. You're not going to have any handicap spots left. So I'm not real sure logistically how every stadium, every arena stadium, how are they going to handle the elderly Lakers when they show up in town?
Yeah,
it doesn't seem right that they take those handicap spots away from the locals.
I'm pretty sure that the Lakers will arrive via bus
from the nursing home.
From wherever they're coming from, yeah, whether the jet or the nursing home, wherever it might be. I believe they arrive via bus, so they won't be taking up many of those handicap spots. And I understand.
I hope you're right.
This just in to the Weather Center.
Yes,
I
sir.
understand that in the Staples Center, they have acquired another 25 handicap spots in the players' parking
good
area
idea.
just for the Lakers.
Yeah, that they had to. There is no way around it, Randy. They had to. Plus, they had to put special locks over all the thermostats because Laker players would be sitting there turning changes like, damn it. And then, you know, that's not fair to everybody else.
Yeah. And everybody, I guess, players in the lockers, there's knitted sweaters for all the senior citizens. So, yeah.
You got to think ahead, Genie Bus. You got to think ahead. Fubar 1000 says, damn it. I had the COVID. It sucked. I was isolated for days on Mars. Okay, somebody had some brain fog right there. Let's see here. Blissful Hayes says Landry Shamet, MVP. Devin who? So what is this guy going off in the game there?
He's got 6 points. He played 27 minutes. He's got 6 points.
See, Blissful Hayes, you got to help me out. It's hard to read the sarcasm. You should have said Landry Shamet, 6 points, MVP. Then I would have got it. Just a Tip says, you know, hockey is my favorite sport. My suggestion for neophytes who would like to learn the game is to go to one of the local rinks and watch some USA Hockey Youth travel games. Bantam level or above will do it. The speed of the game is much slower than the NHL, but they play by NHL rules. And the people in the stands are usually amenable to answering questions and explaining the game to you. The slower pace and knowledgeable info will help you understand the game.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, who the hell's that aimed at?
Very hospitable.
Are you talking to us? We like hockey. We understand hockey. I never had to have anybody explain hockey. Hell, I played hockey. Keon, you played hockey?
I street hockey. Never played any actual hockey.
Yeah, you know, you came along and you like in your interview said you were an expert in hockey. So
wow.
Again, here's another thing.
And here we
Again,
go again.
Randy was there. He remembers it.
I am beyond flattered that you think I'm an expert in so
only
many
because
things.
you told us you were.
I did not.
I cannot believe the level of mistrust I now have for Keon.
It's all right. It's all right. I mean, you got the job, Keon. You have the job. So you can stop lying now. Did you play hockey, Randy?
I played street hockey. I didn't play any real organized hockey. No.
That I believe. 888-368-1580. Hefty Lefty says, no, the Lakers will take a dial ride from Sun City or those Vega drivers. They're going to be very, very busy otherwise.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Swave Dave says, do you mean the LA Acres? Acres? Yeah, that's pretty good. Finger in the Ringer says, watching the Diamondbacks play this season gave me restless anal syndrome. Gave a lot of us that. Senior Wake and Bake says, Keon, I was going to defend you.
But
I don't know. It's pretty much all.
Okay. Well, you don't have to. I'm okay. I'm a grown, so I can figure it out.
Just a Tip says, Fed fan was asking. Oh, Fed fan was asking? What is she asking? Oh, she says I'm not into hockey, but go Coyotes. So
oh, okay.
How's that asking? Just a Tip is it's kind of like that commercial. The insurance guy is like, it goes, oh, hey, you got the insurance app on your phone? The guy's like, what? He's like, oh, well, since you asked. Dog named Boo says, turn the big 6-0 today. Oh, Dog named Boo, happy birthday.
Wow, happy
Congratulations.
Happy birthday to you, my friend.
Happy birthday.
Heck of a milestone there, my friend. He says, never thought I'd make it this far. Pour me a crown on the rocks, please.
All right.
There you go. Happy birthday, dog named Boo. Glad you're still with us after all those many years. Fubar 1000 says, I went to a few Ice Cat hockey games. It was awesome. Okay. I doubt
Ice
that.
Cats would be the U of A. Yeah.
Yeah, I doubt it was actually awesome. Shamoy says, I get anal restless syndrome every time I watch Jeffrey reenact Steve Belichick. Luke Lamock says, hey, Lakers are probably tired. It's just after the early bird special. It's time for a nap there.
And as far as I understand, depending on where the game took place, if it was here in Phoenix, I don't know of any Lubies nearby the arena.
It is here in Phoenix.
I think they closed Lubies, didn't they? Yeah. Where do all the old farts eat now? Red Robin? Does anybody?
It wouldn't be the Red Robin. No.
Well, dog named Boo just turned 60. Where do you eat? Dog named Boo. That's going to alienate some people. Floppy Bumper says, I still play a bit of hockey. It's a great game. Look, Floppy Bumper, he's our favorite miner. No, he's of age. He's actually a literal miner. He's a geologist.
Yeah.
No. And there he is in his hockey gear up here. That's badass looking there. That's good job, man. You know who else played hockey is Ralph from Harmon Solar.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Number one Rattlers fan says, Coco says, happy birthday, Boo. There you go. Fed fan says, happy 60th birthday, dog named Boo. Fish Tank says, is Perkins still a thing? I don't know, but is there Village Inn still around?
Haven't seen Perkins, and Village Inn very scarce.
Mhm.
I don't know of anything like that. No.
Hefty Lefty says, Coco's is still a thing. All right. I don't know. Yeah.
Where's there a Coco's?
He says
I
it's
don't
still a
think so.
thing, so I believe him. Not going to call Hefty Lefty a liar. He'll send me another one of those scary pictures of Tony Dungy and Tom Brady looking deep into my soul.
I'm not insinuating he's a liar. I'm just like, where is there a Coco's? I haven't seen one in so long. I forgot they were even a franchise.
Don't know. Mr. Pringle says tonsil hockey is fun. Yeah, I heard that there's this. Have you watched the Venom movie?
I have not.
Do you know? Do you ever seen any of the Venom movies?
No.
Evidently, Tom Hardy has this big, gooey, evil but under control alien thing, and he's like a bad guy who does good. That's all I could figure from the commercials.
Right.
And well, he's just this giant thing. And I guess in this new movie, they cut out a part where Venom, French kisses somebody to death. Like the Venom's tongue goes through and kills them.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I can see why you'd cut that out.
Tonsil hockey is not fun in that context, Mr. Pringle. I'm just saying. Jeff Van Gundy says, shut the hell up, Keon. What was that all about?
I have no idea.
Hefty Lefty says, Flagstaff, there's a Coco's, but it doesn't do us any good down here. When the Lakers come, they're going to need a place to eat the early bird special.
Yeah. They're not going to be able to make it up to Flagstaff.
I guess all they'll have is Denny's, I guess. Floppy Bumper says, there's a Coco in Surprise. Every Friday around 4 p.m., you see all the walkers and scooters just lined up around the building. Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about, especially in NASA, too. Cardinal Art says, my neighbor used to play for the Roadrunners. Sure miss those days. May I have a shot of your best scotch, please? Absolutely.
Sure.
Absolutely. Fed Fan says, I wish Marie Callender's was still around. I miss their sour cream blueberry pie. What happened to them? We used to have a Marie Callender's down the street and around the corner, didn't we? No?
I mean, I don't know.
I don't think so.
Huh. Oh, you know what I was thinking? No, that's Boston Market. There's still a Boston Market over here near us, I think, if it survived COVID. I don't know. Dog named Boo says, Casey Moore's Oyster House. Black and tans, baby. I don't know what he's talking about.
Well, you asked him where he ate because he's 60.
Oh. All right. Well, that doesn't sound like a place all the old folks go to. So good on you, dog named Boo. Fighting Wampa says, sounds like when Venom went from tonsil hockey to colonoscopy in one fatal swoop. And that was bad. That'd be bad for everybody.
Yeah, it could be.
Sure.
Yeah.
Jeff Van Gundy says, in all seriousness, Keon, who just told you to shut the hell up,
Mm-hmm.
Terry McLaurin is a GOAT and will be one of the best players in franchise history when all is said and done.
Yeah, Terry McLaurin is like the one.
Shut the hell up, Keon.
The one. Okay,
that's what he says.
All right,
I'm sorry.
I don't know. I just tossed that in there. Look, Terry McLaurin is like the one thing on Sunday when I watch the Washington football team.
Bright
I look
spot.
forward to watch.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's awesome.
And then what? Pretending other teams are Washington?
No, I don't.
Do you ever do that?
No.
You ever do that? Like, what team has a maybe a similar color scheme in their jerseys?
Probably the Niners and
right.
No.
Yeah, that ain't gonna do any good right now. No. Cardinal Art says Parsons out in Glendale or Coco's on 7th Street and Oak. You know, for those of age. What age do you get a AARP card?
I believe it would be 62.
Okay, good. I don't know, because I don't think I'm going to want to see that showing up in my mailbox just yet. Navy Devil says Golden Corral. That's a senior citizen spot right there.
Oh, yeah.
The food there is so bad. I went there once, didn't feel good later, and it was just, I love me an all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet. And here's the trick on that. The place can only have existed for about a year. If it's older than that, you're probably looking for trouble. Hefty Lefty says, I can't believe Boston Market survived. People realizing they could taste things. Yeah. 55 years old on the ARP, as I'm being told.
Oh, really?
Jagdog says, Village Inn in Gilbert was replaced with a Lone Spur Cafe. Can I get a crown on the rocks, please, Randy?
Sure.
Absolutely. Let's see. Number one Rattler fan. His name's not Keanu Rose. It's Keon Rose. It has nothing to do. Yeah. So our boy at our house is named Keanu. You're getting people confused, which I've done. I've called him Keon. Keon, get your ass down here and take out the garbage.
He's like, who's that?
He's like, well, I'll just keep playing because that's not me. FedFan says you can get the AARP at the age of 50. See, I love me a good discount, but I don't know if I'm going to be flipping that thing out. I don't know. Not ready for that.
It's not worth it yet.
Jeff Van Gundy says Joe Buck needs a new broadcast partner. I nominate Randy White to start screaming during the game of the week.
Just directly at Joe Buck.
Yeah.
For all of us, please.
Randy never.
I could probably do that.
Randy never faces field. He just faces Joe Buck. Hell are you talking about? I think that would be.
Oh my God! Stop
the same game I am, Joe.
This would be better than the Manning cast. I want the Randy cast. Just insert Randy White at any one of these broadcasts for him just to go off on these fools. Hitting the Nut says, well, you can't go wrong with the Cracker Barrel. Is that an old people place?
True. Cracker Barrel. It's pretty good. Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we could get some coupons because, old people like coupons and just get the Lakers a bunch of coupons. Floppy Bumper says any restaurant in Sun City is where people hang out. The old people there. Fubar 1000 says, hiya, Jeffrey. Did I mention that Arizona sucks? Oh, by the way, I went to an Ice Cat versus ASU hockey game and the Arizona got killed, I think. Go ASU.
Is that how bad they got killed? You don't even remember?
Well, I edited that a lot.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm never going to read what you say, buddy. Ookla the Mock says, AARP comes on your 50th birthday, Radio Pal. Just wait. Well, I've been 50 since last October, so I guess they forgot me, which I'm fine with. King Kitten says there was a Marie Callender's across from Paradise Valley Mall in Cactus, closed a few years ago. A long time ago, they had a Marie Callender's in Mesa, too. Well, that doesn't do me any good, King Kittens. We're trying to find places to send the Lakers when they're in town. Let's see. Casey Moore's is a fabulous, iconic place in Tempe to have fun. Well, then we're not sending them there. We don't want the Lakers to have anything nice.
No. And anyway, they don't want anything nice. They're old. They're trying to be somewhere that's a little bit slower paced. Maybe serves lots of soup.
They're looking for value.
Yeah. And coupons. Number one Rattlers fan says you get a free lap dance at Centerfolds with your AARP card. Well, I'm not sending the Lakers that. Well, did James Harden join the team yet?
No.
Jeff Van Gundy says, great idea, Jeffco. Time for a white cast where the screen never goes black. That could be a problematic title for that, Jeff Van Gundy. I like my version better. Cardinal Art says the old Piccadilly on 7th Avenue in Osborne was okay. Again, if it's gone, it's not helping Cardinal Art.
It doesn't help us up.
Fubar 1000 says Keanu Reeves is leading our league in points. That is unacceptable. That actually is our boy Keanu. So you're getting beat by a child. Well done, guys.
Your whole league.
Floppy Bumper says, to be fair, ASU ice hockey is freaking amazing. Those guys can really scoot. Yes, they can. Senior Wake and Bake. Okay, says Keon, I was going to defend you until you mentioned the most boring sport to ever watch. I'd rather watch water boil. Randy, take it back. not only will you lose to my Niners, you'll lose the next 5 and probably more, and you have to pretend you're the Browns. You're the only bowl you'll see is a toilet bowl. Go Niners.
You've had to watch the Niners for the last year, and you are talking to me about things I watch, sir.
Wow.
Sir.
Who was that?
Please.
That was vicious.
That was Senior Wake and Bake.
Please.
So,
Senior Wake and Bake.
yeah, your turn, Randy.
Keep your defense. I don't need it.
Well,
Keon ain't having it.
I don't need to crow about anything. I don't need to go overboard here. You'll hear my pick, which will be for the Arizona Cardinals at home in the Silver Nest. That'll be coming up tomorrow on this very radio program. Senior Wake and Bake. Please, I hope you tune in, and I hope you behold the truth that I'll be spitting forth.
Yeah, and listen, Randy and his Arizona Cardinals have their O face on because they are foreign. Oh.
Ooh.
Silly Wabbit says, guys, just send the Lakers to the Waffle House. There you go.
That's true.
Swave Dave says, I got my ARP card and I found a cell phone company that cut my bill in half.
No kidding.
Do tell. Fed Fan says, oh, Mr. Jeffrey's turning 51. Yeah, I am. It's weird because when did that happen? You know, I'm serious. I actually was walking through my house today going, when did that happen? And my wife says, well, it wasn't that long ago, but put on your pants. I'm like, oh yeah, I got to do that. Yeah. So, Just the Tip says, I don't know what you're saying. Fubar 1000 says, damn it, Keon, Jeffrey lied. ASU killed U of A. Oh, sorry. Hefty Lefty says, anyone know where I can get a fake ARP card? Centerfolds, here I come. Slow-Mo Zoe says, send the Lakers to Old Country Buffet.
Oh, there you go.
I don't even know where that is.
There you go.
Let's see. Rough Rob says, we can send the Lakers to Village Inn, and then what you do is you show them where the sign says 6 o'clock bingo. They get distracted, never even show up for the game.
Yeah.
Cards voice, Jim Barnett. Yeah. See, he got it from Office Space. Oh, face. Yeah. Do you ever see Office Space?
It's been a while since I've seen it. I have seen it, though.
Yeah, you got to see that. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, let's get to some NFL news, stuff that'll help your fantasy football team. Or I guess if you're in the same league as Keanu Reeves, it won't. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's Action Update on 1580 and 99.3, The Fanatic. Simple Green is perfect for making your auto, RV, cycling, boating, and other sporting equipment look like new. SimpleGreen.com.
NFL Week 5 getting underway on Thursday night when the Rams and Seahawks will match up against each other. The Rams sitting as 2.5-point favorites. The over-under at 54.5. That is one half of the NFC West action for the weekend. As on Sunday, the Cardinals look to move their record to 5-0. They play host to the 49ers, and the Cardinals are the favorite on Sunday, favored by 5.5. The over-under at 50. Looking ahead to Pac-12 football on Friday night, Arizona State a 13-point favorite against Stanford. On Saturday, UCLA a 16-point favorite against Arizona. This has been your action update on The Fanatic.
Maureen saved big shopping epic daily deals at Amazon. So now she's free to become Maureen the Merrier. And with her brand new tableware, everyone's welcome at Maureen's table. All of her family, friends, even her neighbor with the pet. Hey, has anyone seen a ferret around here? Found it. Dig into Amazon's epic daily deals. Spend less, smile more.
Everybody, Mark Asher, about to tell you about my friends at Valley Medical Weight Loss. I love this company. I've used them. I have friends who've used them. A ton of weight has been lost in a quick amount of time and the right way. That's the important part. Look, they have 3 Valley locations, Tempe, Glendale, and Phoenix. So one is close to you, and they've been doing this for well over a decade. And right now you can get your first week, $31.95, absolutely free. Just mention Money Radio or mention The Fanatic, and it is on them. 602-441-3305 or valleymedicalweightloss.com.
In the Army National Guard, family means everything.
Our parents, they were really supportive that all 5 of us would join.
I got my education because of the Guard. I got to travel a little bit and experience a whole different culture. It helped me get my job, it helped me pay for my house.
Serving part-time in the Army National Guard instills pride that you and your family will share. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service. Sponsored by the Arizona Army National Guard, aired by the Arizona Broadcasters Association and this station.
If you're considering refinancing or getting a home loan, listen up. This is Dale Hellestray, and when you need a mortgage, the team I use is led by my good friend, Jeff Locks. And here's why. Jeff and his team negotiate with over 50 lenders to find the best possible deal. Your home has gone way up in value over the past year, so why not utilize your home equity to reduce your monthly expenses or even pay off some debts? Interest rates are still at all-time lows, and if you obtained your current mortgage prior to 2020, you can save a lot of money. Here's the best part. There's absolutely no lender fees. Jeff is truly Arizona's low-cost lender with over 30 years of experience. So call Jeff Locks, and if Jeff can't save you money, you'll get a free $50 Amazon gift card. This is a winning play, so call Jeff today, 480-202-0692. That's 480-202-0692.
Jeff Locks, NMLS number 1003782, National Mortgage License number 181106, Bear Financial Group, AZMB-09047774, Equal Housing Opportunity.
If you're not spending every waking moment checking us out online,
Oh, you better have a good excuse. Yeah.
we've loaded up our website with the stories, pics, video, podcast, commentary, and more. The kind of stuff you love.
Hey, it takes a lot of time to post all this junk.
And you'll love every bit of it.
Very well. Or at least most of it.
It appears that the website has become alive.
Hit it now.
It's on the internet.
1580thefanatic.com.
It's the Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic, Arizona's sports betting station. And right now, I'm a happy man. St. Louis Cardinals up 1-0 over the Doyers. That's right. I feel like all of my sports luck is being used up in these wishes that I've made. You know, I wish that the Yankees would go out, and I wish that the Dodgers would go out. So hopefully I'm not overdoing it with all my my sports luck. The Lakers did make a bit of a comeback on the way to the end of this game, 117-105. So they had been down as much as 30 plus, and they got within 12. But yeah, so way to go, Suns. I know it's just preseason, but we're going to be happy about that. So what else is there? Cardinals are winning. All right, it's middle of the first, so you know, nothing to get too crazy about, but I want to talk some NFL real fast. Let me finish up here. Yeah, I guess there's a wild pitch in the game, says King of Kittens. Cardinals scored off a wild pitch. Daylight Drew says, I just left happy hour. I'm heading home. Go baseball Cardinals. Fed Fan says, all right, I started with tennis. I moved to basketball, and now I'm going to watch the Dodgers lose. Yes, you have had an amazing day of sports, Fed Fan.
Yeah.
Let's see. The Jet says, hey, you want to golf on Friday? I don't know. That may not be for us.
Maybe.
Do you golf, Keon?
No.
No, that's right. You don't.
Friday.
I want to.
I mean,
but
what
we'll get
what
there.
time?
Me
I'll
too.
play. What time Friday?
Yeah, the only one of us who can really play and not piss off everybody behind you is going to be Randy. I've been hoping Randy would teach me to golf for a long time. So now, Randy, you need to teach Keon and I to golf.
Well, we can do that. It is getting cooler outside. As a matter of fact, it's going to be mid 70s and low 50s overnight here coming up in the next week or so. So stay tuned for that.
Oh, sorry, Randy, you're not invited. The Jet says, sorry, that was supposed to get a Davy, not daily. You broke Randy White's heart, the Jet. He thought he was going to get a chance to go golfing, and now you just...
So the Jet doesn't want me to go play golf with him?
You should have seen the smile on his face, Jet, and you took that away. You know how dangerous that makes a man when you take away the only hope and joy he has?
Yeah.
It's about the heart, man.
God damn you to hell, Jet. Doing that to my friend.
I was really hoping to play.
Randy White's just sad, but I process things differently. I'm angry. If I ever see you, the Jet, I'll make you regret ever
Don't
hurting him like that.
Don't Don't be too hard on him.
And I'm gonna whoop Davy's ass too.
It was no. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. I appreciate you, pal, stepping in for me. I know I would do the same for you. Sometimes we have to overcome adversity.
Yeah,
It'll be
but you
okay.
know, the Jet didn't have to do that, man.
That's okay.
He
It's
didn't
all right.
have to do that to my friend Randy
You're,
White.
you're right. You're right.
It
But
is weird.
So it is.
It is
So
weird, Hefty Lefty, that the Jet has a friend named Davy Blender.
Yeah. I'll be good. It's going to be okay.
I'm going
It's
to
all
get
right,
you
the Jet.
a fresh thing of Oreos, Randy.
Thank you.
That'll, I think, help cheer
I
you
think
up.
the Jet should do that, not you.
I don't even want to talk to him right now.
All right.
I mean,
I understand.
I'm going to try to forgive the Jet. I'm going to try to believe that that was just an accident.
Yeah, we're bigger and better than that, Jeffco. It's okay.
Sorry, you all had to see this. Sometimes my long, endearing friendship with Randy White, it makes me crazy.
It's okay, big fella. It's okay. Stiff upper lip. Here we go.
Okay. All right. All right. So Stephon Gilmore is now a Carolina Panther.
That was
How about
fast.
that?
Yeah. He got traded. It wasn't even, I thought they released him, but then it turned out, no, not so fast. The Patriots made a trade with the Carolina Panthers. And that was nice because the Patriots treated Stephon Gilmore better than the Jet treated Randy White when he dangled some golf in front of him on the Friday,
it's okay.
and
Jeffrey,
he took it away.
Jeffrey, it's okay. It's okay, Jeffrey. It's okay. We have to move past this. It's okay.
Well, it just makes me a little upset
I
when
know.
Bill Belichick treats somebody better than the Jet treats Randy White.
It's okay. It's all right. Let's move on. So
All right.
what did the Patriots get in return?
Oh, now the Jet is messing with your transmission line, Randy.
No.
I don't know. Satisfaction. What did the Jet? I'm sorry. What did the Patriots get for Stephon Gilmore?
6th round draft pick. 6. 6. You would think that for a guy that's Stephon Gilmore's level of defender, you would do better than 6. Maybe not 2, but like a 3 or 4.
Feels like they just wanted to get his ass out the door, didn't it?
Yeah, and I think it was a negotiation thing because he did ask out this past offseason and then they didn't trade him.
So is this the Patriots and Bill Belichick being petty?
No,
and just throwing something out there and say, "Oh, see, you're only worth a 6th."
So think about where he went. How does sending Stephon Gilmore to the Panthers? How does that help the Patriots? Who does that hurt that it helps the Patriots to send him out that cheap?
I don't know.
You know what
Besi-
you know what I'm
besides
getting at, because you don't ever want to trade somebody good in your own division, right?
Right.
So if you gave it to the Panthers, who does that hurt?
It hurts the Buccaneers.
Exactly.
I mean, that's the NFC South.
See where I'm going here?
Oh, wait a minute.
Yep.
Are you talking some sort of conspiracy thing here?
Yep.
Jeffrey.
So they're sitting around right after getting beat by the Buccaneers. And Bill's like, well, that was some bull crap.
Is that what he's saying?
No, it was a lot of bull crap. And I don't know, my son has facial Tourette syndrome.
I wish I could trade my son.
Yeah. And if you guys want my son, you get hello. So this is the way the Patriots try to hurt the Panthers indirectly. And Belichick, of course, was like, and Stephon Gilmore is a true professional and a class act. And I really enjoy Gilmore girls. So it was hard to let him go. Son,
I don't think Belichick enjoys Gilmore girls. That's more of a Robert Kraft thing. Would it be? Would it not be?
we curl up on a sofa and we watch together. I'm not going to say any more about this. Swave Dave says, hey, maybe there is another trade coming for Gilmore. Well, they're not giving him an extension right now. That was an interesting thing that, well, I mean, it's smart, I guess, on the Panthers side, right?
Yeah, I mean, you've only given up a 6th rounder. You don't need to commit to him until you see him play.
And you're going to want to make him happy, though, eventually.
And didn't Gilmore have a quote unquote quad injury?
He had surgery on a torn quad, but they were saying he's going to be ready here in the next week or two to play again. I don't think he's ready now. I think it's something like week 6 or 7. They thought he'd come back.
Yeah, they've already got the 2nd ranked defense in the NFL, so it's not like this is a need so much as, hey, why don't we just add more strength to our strength and just get even better?
Sure,
which absolutely does hurt Tom Brady. It does.
Good.
I think that there might be something to your conspiracy theory there.
Thunder Snow says, Jeffrey O'Brien, your Bill Belichick continues to amaze me. Spot on. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yep. All right. So let's move on to another situation. I think we talked about this earlier, where Matt Nagy finally came out and named Justin Fields as the starter week 5 and forever and ever. Amen. I mean, he had just the other day, like a day ago, said, hey, if Andy Dalton's healthy, this is his team. The next day, remember what I said? Forget it. This is now Justin Fields because I was told to say this.
So what happened here? Did one of the coaches, ownership, a GM?
Okay, here's what happened. Here's what Nagy says. He's grown to this point. He's earned it. He's worked hard, and now he has this opportunity because I was told to.
Yeah, that's what I think. He was told to. Who told him, Keon?
I think Ryan Pace did. I think Ryan Pace got in there and just went, trying to get us fired. You're trying to start him. He looked really good Sunday. This is the chance.
He did look pretty good. He didn't get pounded like he did the first time they put him back there.
Like, this is the perfect window to put him in there. Even if he looks bad after this, you could say that game made us think he was ready. And so now we're going to start to coach him up and get him ready to be a starting quarterback in this league. Instead, you go back to the Dalton thing, and now it just makes you look even dumber because you go, after his best game, you're telling me he's not ready. And if you're going to say he's grown to this point after saying Andy's the starter yesterday, he grew in a day, in 24 hours. You saw him practice.
No, he's grown a lot since then.
Just the film study.
Hey, he's earned it. He's worked hard, Keon. By the way, how many years do you think every conversation between Pace and Nagy? They've been like this for days like that. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I think it's been more than a couple of years.
How can they have a normal conversation given that he's such an awful general manager and Nagy's just been so ridiculous? Like, how can they?
Clenched teeth probably in both directions. Yeah. Well, what'd you give me to work with? That's not the point. You're going to get us fired. You shut up. No, you shut up.
I draft you a quarterback and start a quarterback.
Yeah, they're probably wearing these night guards at night because of all the teeth grinding. Horrible.
Yeah.
Fed fan says, looks like St. Louis's shortstop has the jitters. What channel is this game on? Because for some reason it's not on my screens here. Oh, it's on TBS. That's why. I don't know what channel TBS is in here. This is Cox Cable. I've got DirecTV. I'll figure it out. But all we know so far is it's 1-0 Cardinals. So let us know. Whatever happens there, Fed fan. I'm counting on you. Hefty Lefty says that's a lot of growing up for a quarterback to do in 18 hours, Keon. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, it just seems like it's a warp speed of a development. Like, he went from he doesn't know how to shift his protections to, boy, he might be Peyton Manning level good if he keeps growing at this pace.
Easy on the Peyton Manning. You I don't know if you remember the history of his first season. So he is right now Peyton Manning rookie season good. Yeah.
No, I'm saying if he keeps growing at this pace, who knows?
Who knows?
He could be Tom Brady by next week.
It's the Bears. Don't matter. They're not going to win any more games until Montgomery gets back. All right. So Myles Garrett, I don't know if you heard this. Myles Garrett, he was like, I went sleeveless for a game. And, some players do that, and then they saw the gun show. They saw the Myles Garrett gun show. And then literally moments later, they're like, hey, you got a drug test tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
They hit him up with a random drug test in the morning.
Nothing random about it.
So, come on, man. One of these things I find interesting is the random drug test. How about we just do the same thing everybody wants to do with the COVID, which is test them on a regular basis? Test all of them. It's not random. It's, continued. What would be the objection to continued drug testing?
That the way that some of these drugs get made, if there is a drug that is able to get out of your system fairly quickly, if you know when the testing is, you know when to stop and let it get out of your system and then start again. Like the NFL does marijuana testing.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much designed for that. You know when the test is coming, please stop using it now. And then once we test you, as you were.
So, well, then why don't they just figure out, okay, in general, we're going to do this every week or however much time it takes, so people stay clean.
That would work.
Wouldn't that just be a little more fair than waiting till Myles Garrett looks pretty damn ripped?
Yeah, or the time that Drew Brees said he wanted to play until he was 45, and then they drug tested him the next day after he said that.
So how long does it take cocaine to come out of your system, Keon?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you that.
Here we go again, Jeffrey.
Trick question. Now, Hefty Lefty
cocaine expert. Hold on. I don't even want to be a cocaine expert. It's okay that I'm not that.
Calm down, Keon. You passed the test.
Oh, no.
No, I mean, you're negative. You know what I'm saying. Hefty Lefty says cocaine is out in 3 days. I know I could count on Hefty Lefty knew about cocaine.
Very quickly. Yeah. There, Hefty.
Floppy Bumper sexted in 3 days, LOL. So
Floppy Bumper, Hefty Lefty have both incriminated themselves.
Yeah, Hefty Lefty, Floppy Bumper. These are the guys will help with tearing down remotes because they'll be like, yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Let's do that. I can help you with that. Wait, somebody talking about me? Somebody talking about me? I think there's somebody talking about me. I'll help you tear down this remote in probably about 5 minutes, but who's talking about me? Scratch Me Because says Troy Aikman's first year, he was 1-15. So there's something to remember there.
Yeah.
Floppy Bumper says, no. Dad was a cop. Oh, yeah. So he snorted a lot of cocaine. Kidding, Floppy Bumper. Miss Pringle says, if Kyler Murray would, okay, stop it. I'm not going to read the rest of it. Not going to do it. King Kitten says there's a new WNBA app. You can download it on Google Play, Jeffrey. Okay. Why would I do that? My phone is kind of full.
My phone is full.
Yeah.
I like that.
I don't have any room for any more apps. I've got, look at it. Look at all the apps that I have there on my phone. I mean, there's no spaces for any other apps. And then,
not at all.
And I got, I'm saving that space for something else.
Yeah.
And that space. Well, I'm saving this whole space here.
It's the pre-planning stage.
That space right there, out. So stop looking at my phone. 888-368-1580. FedFan says 247 on DirecTV. Oh, well, I don't have DirecTV in studio. I have Cox Cable. That's what I was saying. I got DirecTV at home, but I'm in the studio here with the Cox Cable, so I have no idea what's happening. I think that Myles Garrett is probably going to be okay, or he probably wouldn't be joking about it. You know what I mean? About the randomness of the drug test.
I saw the clip. It sounded like he thought it was funny.
Oh, it's funny when you're not doing drugs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's a travesty when you are doing drugs.
We're being railroaded. I'm calling the NFLPA.
Yeah, if you're like Floppy Bumper's dad, you're like, hey, I don't want to take. Again, I'm just kidding. It's like my dad's a cop. Don't do that. All right, we have to take a break. When we come back, yes, I have on this date in big Georgia sports history. And yes, as promised, today is a day we're going to spin the wheel of sports. It's the Daily Blender here on 1580, The Fanatic.
Still looking for that one special voice that makes you fall in love with podcasts? The One is out there and free on Spotify. With over 2 million shows and today's most talked about podcasts, Spotify is the best place to find that one special show that makes you laugh, keeps you interested, and keeps you listening for more. Whatever you're into, get way more into it with a podcast. Find the one you've been listening for right now, free on Spotify.
Contractors need bonds, and the professionals at Constructors Bonding have been Arizona's leading surety management team for 40 years. We don't just deliver bonds, we make your bonding better. As the #1 producer with 14 markets, Constructors Bonding has the relationships and expertise to get you better capacity, better rates, and better terms. For better bonding, call Dave McKee at Constructors Bonding at 602-432-5929. That's 432-5929 or visit cbialliance.com.
Hey everybody, Mark Asher back to tell you about my great friends over at the Lund Mortgage Team. Are you seeing what is going on in the home buying market right now? Unbelievable. Not enough inventory, and there is a ton of demand. Some of these homes are getting 30, 40, 50 offers on them. How are you going to stand out? How are you going to differentiate yourself from the other buyers who are in line? I have a way. Use the Lund Mortgage Team. Lund Mortgage Team is locally owned and operated with over 20 years of experience right here in the Valley. They have a great reputation, and it is a trustworthy pre-approval. And on top of that, they are quick. That's one of the things. You got to come equipped and be ready to buy. So what you need to do is make that first phone call to 623-875-9940. That's 623-875-9940. Get that pre-approval going and then get yourself ready to go buy that home of your dreams. Go online, lundmortgageteam.com, or call 623-875-9940.
Today, someone will be included on a work conference call thanks to Video Relay Services. Today, someone will have a support service provider, giving them the environmental and visual information to access and connect with their communities. Today, someone among the more than 1 million deaf, hard of hearing, and deafblind Arizonans will enjoy greater accessibility and effective communication thanks to the Arizona Commission for the Deaf and the Hard of Hearing. To learn more, visit acdhh.org, sponsored by the Arizona Commission for the Deaf and the Hard of Hearing.
Everybody, Mark Asher, about to tell you about my friends at Valley Medical Weight Loss. I love this company. I've used them. I have friends who've used them. A ton of weight has been lost in a quick amount of time, and the right way. That's the important part. Look, they have 3 Valley locations, Tempe, Glendale, and Phoenix. So one is close to you, and they've been doing this for well over a decade. And right now, you can get your first week, $31.95, absolutely free. Just mention Money Radio or mention the Fanatic, and it is on them. 602-441-3305 or valleymedicalweightloss.com.
We give you so much sports, you'll have to hit the showers after listening. 1580 and 99.3 The Fanatic, and always on at 1580thefanatic.com.
Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic, Arizona's new home for sports, and we found the baseball game on the TV there. It's on channel 49 if you got regular cable, 1049 if you got the high def stuff. But thanks a lot for that, Slow Mozo. Appreciate the heads up on the right channel. 888-368-1580. That is the Fanatic text line. And number one Rattlers fan says, I want to party with Keanu. Well, Keon is the name of our co-host here, and he does not do drugs. He's clean. Right?
Right.
All drugs?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's wearing a hemp shirt, Jeffrey.
Oh, don't say anything else. Don't incriminate. Okay. Hefty Lefty says, my phone can handle only so many videos of layups. Because of that, I'm out of the WNBA app. Sorry. King Kitten says, I always feel a little sad inside when we miss Big George's date in sports history. Oh, well, I very rarely miss it. Come on, give me a break. I mean, one time in like a couple months, generally, it'll happen. I've been very, very disciplined about making sure we get that done. The Wheel of Sports, however, we rarely do anymore. We used to do that every single damn day.
Yeah.
So maybe I should work harder on being better disciplined for that too. Just Tip says, I just saw a couple of pics of Myles Garrett. Those arms look like they've had some help getting there. I think a lot of players in the NFL get the same help, if you know what I mean. I just don't see why going sleeveless makes a difference, though. He's huge no matter what he's wearing. Well, that's a hell of an accusation.
Yeah. Myles Garrett has been known as a freak athlete, like as coming out of high school.
Right.
That's just, some people just have that. Like genetically, it doesn't take, like some of us can't reach whatever it is that Myles Garrett is. That man is a freak of a human being.
Speak for yourself. Okay. I got this. Screaming Eagle says, happy Wednesday, Fanatic. What time does the Siege come on tomorrow? Fantasy football expert CJ will be on with us at regular time, far as we know, at 4:20 tomorrow here on the Daily Blender. Papa Mike says, hey, is this thing working?
Yes.
Depends on the thing. All right. Should we just get this thing done? Let's get this thing done. I don't want to break anybody's hearts, especially not King of Kittens. So let's get going here. It's time now for On This Date in Big George's sports history. Back in the year 1945, to promote his nearby Billy Goat Tavern, William Sianis bought a ticket to Game 4 of the Fall Classic for himself and Murphy, his pet goat. The bar owner became very upset when the Wrigley Field ushers asked his guests to leave. The Greek immigrant then placed a curse on the team, preventing the Cubs from ever winning a World Series again. All right, well, it didn't work. I mean, it worked. Did it work or did it not? I mean,
it worked for well over 100 years.
Yeah, it was effective for quite some time. Yeah.
Well, I don't think a curse is supposed to run out. I feel like if it worked, they'd still be winless. So, well, either way, it took them until 2016 to win the World Series.
Everyone that was alive that day, to them, the curse worked because they never lived to see it.
That is a good point. Unless there's somebody that is 117.
I've been to Wrigley Field. I don't know why you're going to throw a goat out of there. Dear God, that place needs to be renovated in the worst way.
Yeah, you're right about that. It still probably smells like goat. All right, so there you go. There's your Big Georgia sports history. People on the text line are still discussing and contemplating Myles Garrett's giant arms. Fed fan says, hey, maybe his sleeves fell off when he put on the shirt. Did anybody ever think about that?
He gets hulked out of it in the morning.
Yeah, that's the point. If your sleeves just come off, steroids might be involved.
Well, he said he just chose not to wear them.
Yeah.
As opposed to just.
I'm not ready to call Myles Garrett a liar because he's huge. But he's not here, so I guess I could. Blissful Hayes says, will the Diamondbacks be raising a banner for settling an MLB record of 24 road losses in a row?
No.
They do at least have that new record.
No.
Fighting Wampa says, to be fair, Myles Garrett did swing a helmet at another player. That could be considered roid rage.
Yeah, could be.
Depends on what was said.
I don't know why people are focused on his arms. There's other places you could check to see if he's positive for steroids, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that what was the name of the quarterback that he swung the helmet at?
Mason Rudolph.
He seems like a complete douche nozzle, but I don't think he said that thing. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
I mean, crazy, how stupid would it be if he did?
It would be incredibly stupid. All I know is that Myles Garrett was just on the ground and then he reacted very strongly in that moment to something that was said. Don't know what it was. And I'm not going to accuse Mason Rudolph of anything because I wasn't there. But you know.
Yeah, that has always perplexed me because Mason Rudolph always seemed like a pretty, Myles Garrett seemed like a good dude. You know, a pretty level-headed fellow. And the other guy just seemed kind of like a frat boy douche nozzle. Mason Rudolph.
And he has and Mason Rudolph has pissed off other people in the league before. So sure. I don't know.
But that seems like a hell of a leap, to go on there. I don't know. I wasn't there, so I will not comment. But boy, if Mason Rudolph did say that thing, you'd think that somebody'd have some audio and his ass would have been launched from the planet. You know what I mean? So,
right.
Aren't they mic'd up?
Well, not always. Yeah. But when the guys are mic'd up, it's usually you agree to be mic'd up and then they find you specifically.
Nobody found Mason Rudolph interesting enough to mic him up.
No, he's a third string quarterback.
Well, if it's true, then good on you, Myles Garrett. You did the right thing. Hit him in the head with a helmet. Outside of that, I don't know. Scratch Me Because says, hey, what happened to Chandler Jones? Only 3 tackles, 0 sacks since his game 1 monster game, Randy. What's going on with him?
Well, I think the other teams have seen the tape of the first game of the Cardinals season against the Titans, and they saw the kind of damage that if you don't do something to contain Chandler Jones and J.J. Watt, there's a lot of damage to be done. So I think they have taken heed, and they have come up with a game plan that is, held him in somewhat of a check right now. Yeah, kind of held him out there. You're not going to hold him for long, though. And I have a feeling he's going to get out of this pretty quick.
He's got a really high PFF grade, which they go beyond like the sacks and look at how many pressures you have and how many quarterback hits you have and all that other stuff. He's still grading really high and all that other stuff. So that's double teams really is what's slowing him down.
Yeah, double teams.
Just a Tip says, "Oh my God, I just searched Myles Garrett's high school photo, and he's one of the premier specimens of the human race. That dude is all natural." Slow Mo Zo says, "Randy, comments like that about Cubs are why you don't get invited to golf." You know what? This is between us and the Jet, and I feel bad because the Jet has not texted in since our little tirade there. Senior Wake and Bake says, "Keon, it's cool to watch what you want, but I'll give you an example. Mercury have won multiple championships over the years and never knew until a couple of years ago that even happened. So it's not just me. No one watches, but you. Good on you."
Yeah, I'm not saying anybody has to watch. I don't really care. Just watch what you want.
For some reason, Hefty Lefty says, "Smaller nuts make your twig look bigger."
I think that's in reference to my other. There are other ways to tell if somebody is using the roids.
Yeah, and poor Nicki Minaj, her friend has the opposite problem. Mr. Pink Eye says, "Who's going to do on this date in the future? Any psychics?
What are you talking about?
On this date in future history, where we tell the future. Well, I'm doing it right now. It's called Jeffrey O'Brien's Lock Pick of the Day, or Lock of the Day, or whatever.
Lock of the Day.
Lock of the Day. Blissful Hayes says, "Carson Wentz jersey. Did you get one, Jeffrey?" No, shut up. King Kitten says, "Chandler and JJ may not have great stats these past couple of games, but certainly they are having a positive effect out there on the field."
Absolutely.
And he's forced 2 fumbles. He's got 4 solo tackles. He's having a good year.
Bruno Baller says, "Looking at their schedule, if they should all stay healthy, I can see the Cardinals going 14-3, maybe even 15-2.
Could be. I'm just worried about this weekend. We need a W this weekend.
One week at a time, sweet Jeebus. Fed Fan says, "I watch tennis. Keon watches WNBA. We can all get along."
I watch tennis too, by the way, but thanks for that. We could be tennis friends, but no, I'm going under a bus apparently.
He's not sensitive at all, is he?
No.
Fed Fan.
No.
He's going under Jeannie Bus? What did he say?
Wait, what?
I mean, I don't know if I'd go there after Magic had been there, but all right, whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Wheel of Sports. Randy, spin that wheel, and we'll see what we randomly talk about next. So Rob Gronkowski, I guess, went on this celebrity game face show or whatever it is with Kevin Hart. Has anybody seen this? I don't know what it is, but it looked like something that was designed during COVID because they're all at their houses. And I guess they're doing little challenges. And one of the challenges was that Rob Gronkowski is there with his girlfriend. I didn't know he had one, to be honest. And it was like, "All right, Rob, you have to put 9 hot dogs in your mouth. You don't have to eat the hot dogs. You got to put them in your mouth." And he's like, "You want to shove wieners in my mouth?" And well, he didn't do it himself. His girlfriend did. And he actually was able to. And here it is. Here's Gronkowski with 9 wieners in his mouth.
Wow.
That his girlfriend put in there for him.
See, no, I don't think that's I don't think that's fair. Rob Gronkowski is an enormous man. Therefore, his mouth is an enormous mouth. And therefore, they should have done like baseballs or something along those lines. But wieners, come on.
Can we be honest? There's room in his mouth for yet another wiener.
Well, yeah.
You could argue an 11th could get in there too.
And look at her mouth. Boy, I bet she could fit a lot of wieners in her mouth.
She is.
I'm just look at it. She's got her mouth open, like she's waiting, waiting for some wieners in her mouth.
I'm just gonna stay right here.
Well, I mean, there's 9 wieners in Gronk's mouth. Why wouldn't you put a wiener in her mouth? I know. I mean, I guess it wasn't a group effort, except for she shoved the wieners in his mouth.
Yeah, well.
So I wonder what they did with those wieners after. Do you think they still ate them?
I hope not. I mean, maybe if he ate them, but
yeah, they're all his. It's like they're all his.
It's like if you lick something just to make sure you're the only one that can have it.
Yeah. I'm not above doing that. Yeah. So, but Gronkowski at the end said, "I love wieners, Kevin." We know, Gronk. We know. Spin the wheel, Randy. So I guess the new love fest between Brooks Koepka and Bryson DeChambeau has led to the match. Brooks Koepka versus Bryson DeChambeau on Thanksgiving weekend. And it's going to be a 12-hole match because they want to be like a 12-round boxing match kind of thing.
Okay.
This is too late. They've already hugged it out after the Ryder Cup. So why do you think this is even going to be interesting now?
It's not really going to be that interesting. I mean, they're good players. It's going to be fun to watch them play.
I want to see how many wieners they can stick in their mouths.
No.
What?
No.
Berg says, good afternoon and good night. Ha Yankees. There you go, Berg. Congratulations to your Red Sox, buddy. Hefty Lefty says, I thought the challenge was for Gronk to just read. Come on now. They knew that was impossible.
They were trying to do something he could actually accomplish.
Blissful Hayes says, it's very short-sighted not to read complimentary Kyler Murray text, Jeffrey. But you didn't give any. Swave Dave says, I picked Cardinals last week with Randy and again this week, 31-27. No, wait, change it. 31-17. He's calling it 31-17.
Okay. All right. That's a good score. I like that.
All right, guys. Everybody have a great night. Go St. Louis Cardinals, and we'll see you back here tomorrow at 3 p.m. It's a Daily Blender here on 1580 The Fanatic. Good night.
Maureen saved big shopping epic daily deals at Amazon. So now